following podcast may contain some adult language. You've been warned.
Those of you who got an invite, welcome to NerdProm.
No matter where in the world you are, we're all nerds! International. With the hyphen.
Welcome to Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast. This is a show dedicated to the Genesys role-playing system from Fantasy Flight Games, a show in which we, your hosts, discuss all things Genesys from a player's point of view and a GM's perspective. I'm Tony Fanning, and with me, as always, are my good friends Stefan, Dragonspawn, and Chris Holmes. How you doing, guys? Start with you,
I'm good.
Stefan.
I'm good. I'm looking forward to today's episode. It's a very special episode, and I'm already warmed up with a glass of whiskey. So
excellent. And I found the kick button, so I could kick you at any time if I need to. And I'm doing pretty good myself.
Good.
Smoking meat, man. I'll tell you. Sequestered in my home, smoking the meats, freezing what's left over, and have that in a month or so, whatever. But I'm looking forward to tonight, most definitely.
Sure enough.
To make the most out of our making the most out of our self-isolation.
You're already starting, Stefan. How about you, Tony? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Still working like a fool. Lots of hours. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for the rest of the country, I'm essential.
Yay!
So, no, I'm glad to be playing tonight. We are doing our second of our bi-monthly actual plays. This time, Chris will be the GM, and we have on one of our fellow nerds as a guest, Mr. Cyclops himself, the host of The Brewery over on YouTube that Chris and I normally and Stefan used to play on and be on as a co-host. Jamie Pierson. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm fantastic. I'm avoiding the corona hibs.
Cooties!
It's HIV-19, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Something like that. Well, great to have you on, man.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to this.
Joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's going to be nice to have the three of us playing together again, but on a different show.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We're playing with each other again. Playing together.
Right.
Fuck stuff. Kick him.
I'll give him a little bit. I'll give him a little bit. We'll wait till I get about halfway down on my Epsilon sour here. then we'll decide. So you know what? Let's
take it off, bud.
Let's get into this thing. All right. Well, okay, everybody. We are playing in the Inquisition setting made by Guillaume Tardif, who we will be interviewing in a couple weeks on our next show.
Not the next one, the following one.
You're right. Our next interview show, which will be in a month.
Correct.
All right. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Inquisition setting, looking at you right in my camera here, Jamie.
Yep.
I'm going to share the map with you of the world, and you could see that it's kind of a pseudo-Europe kind of looking similar type of map. This is the world of Sandara, and this continent is Egeras. Basically, the Empire fell, centuries ago. A lot of writings before that have been lost and burned. People have really forgotten, about like the darkness for the most part, and they've been creatures of tall tales. And for years and years of no signs of the supernatural. Recently, some of the dark creatures have been reappearing. But they've been isolated for now. the church can't stand aside, so it has declared this time the time of the Inquisition. So, with the resurgence of like dark powers, the church and priests and inquisitors and Knights Templar are seeking out the quote-unquote damned and witches and / warlocks, the male witches, alike throughout the country. So, in a nutshell, that's the setting we're going to be playing in tonight. And who are you guys playing tonight? And you know what? We'll start with our guest, Jamie. Who do you got, bud? You're muted, stupid.
Great.
Sorry,
radio.
I muted myself.
Podcasting.
I guess I caught the corona hibs because I was coughing.
All right.
I am sorry about that. I'm playing. But by the way, nice map. I'm assuming this came with the setting.
This came with the setting. Yeah.
Nice map.
Pretty slick.
I am playing Ivar the Werewolf. Am I saying that right, or is it Ivar?
However you want, dude. From here on out, creative license turns over to you guys.
Good, then I'll be back. Okay, so Ivar the Werewolf. I'll just go ahead and read the backstory to you guys because that is always exciting as hell.
Cool.
So Ivar is the son of a cabbage farmer from the small barony west of Astala's capital, Bakre. He always had a talent with the bow and proved it one year by winning the archery event in the tournament. This feat of excellence by a mere farmer caught the eye of the Baron, and Ivar became the Baron's lead scout within a season. Ivar foolishly went out on a hunt during a full moon a few years ago. Bum, 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 foreshadowing.
What?
He knew better, but his lord was hungry and wanted venison. While carrying the freshly dressed kill back to his lord, Ivar was knocked to the ground by something large. His face burned from the deep wound caused by the werewolf's claw, and as he wiped the blood from his eyes, he could barely see a second figure enter the melee. At first, he thought it was another werewolf, but then Ivar saw the bloody vampire fangs reflect in the moonlight and the bloody werewolf corpse it was feasting on. Or was it just an appetizer?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
So with that, Tony, who are you playing?
I will be playing Yuntara. Yuntara is the first son of Kyr, the man who single-handedly killed his witch slave master and led all the homeless slaves down from the Midnight Mountains centuries ago, founding the Rovan Kingdom. Kyr renamed himself Ylvisar Liafiel and named his first son after himself, Ylvisar Liafiel II. However, Kyr's firstborn was killed during the plague, and the Liafiel line ended. Little did everyone know, though, that a vampire had sired Kyr's firstborn into a vampire himself, who then named himself Yuntara, a name used by the homeless slaves for his father when he led them from the Midnight Mountains. It means savior in their native tongue. A few years ago, Yuntara awoke from a long hibernation that lasted centuries. And after he woke, bloodthirst took him, and he happened across a young scout suffering in a werewolf attack. Or was he just hungry?
Or was it an appetizer?
All right, Stefan, who you got, buddy?
All right, I am playing Sven. Sven, son of Ragnar. Sven left his village of Harken in Druya 10 years ago to become a Knight Templar warrior, yeah? He proved to have a lot of natural abilities. He was doing well in the order. A few years ago, Sven's life changed for the worst. His father died mysteriously, and then shortly thereafter he was excommunicated from the Templar Order due to this scoundrel Sir Robert Wilmington's testimony, accusing me of being witch-blooded. Sven couldn't believe the Knight Templars and his brothers could turn on him so quickly. So Sven has been traveling back home to Harken. He stumbled upon a group of Templars defending themselves against the savage attacks from a werewolf and a vampire. Or was it the other way around? Sven is confused. He is blind.
Yeah.
Things are complicated.
That's all he's going to do is run around all campaign going, yeah.
Good thing it's not going to be a campaign and we're done here in a few hours.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I could maintain this for a campaign. Yeah.
So if you guys look on your map, our story is going to take place in that village of Harken, where Sven is from. In Druya, to the northeast, basically, I think it's the blue, surrounded area there. Those southern woods on that southern border. I'm putting the village of Harken there somewhere. All right.
Oh, okay. You had me looking all over the place, asshole. I'm like, oh, where is it?
No, it's not on there.
It's north.
No,
it's north.
It's in Druya. It's in those woods. In the actually, I will. There's a little bit on this next map that I'm going to show you. Yes, and everybody thinking Harken, that sounds familiar. Yes, it does. It's from the Nentir Vale in the edition that shall not be named. I've reskinned it for this. And so the White River there along the King's Road in that southern Druya in the Valley of Harkenwold is the village we are. This is going to take setting in. You three met a few years ago on that. Yes, Sven was right. It was the other way around. Decided to defend these two against his Templar brothers, if you will. And since then, you guys have been adventuring and trying to survive and figuring out your new fate, if you will. Sven, you have you've taken your buddies here back to your home village because your sister Cathrid, the town blacksmith, has just given birth to a little baby girl. And you but you've heard...
We'll celebrate the birth. Yeah.
Well, you've heard that Sir Robert Williamton himself, that Knight Templar that got you excommunicated, is escorting an Inquisitor here to the village with a band of Templars to investigate this birth. When you guys arrive in the village here, you quickly learn that her husband, Egil, has been put in jail for striking one of the constable's men when they came to question Cathrid about their daughter and of course, Sven's witch blood. Before you even suggest to Cathrid, hey, let's just get you guys out of here, she looks at you and she says, I have built a business. I have built a home here. I would rather die before leaving this village. That's where we start. So here in the village, we got like a couple... Oh, did I share the map? I didn't share the... Did I share the map with you guys?
Yeah, Harken map?
I did. Okay, good. So, population, couple hundred people. There's the Baron John Stockmere, which I will... Oh, here's a picture of your sister, by the way. Let's see here. The blacksmith.
Oh my God, she's hideous.
Yes, she is. Horrible.
Your sister is hot for a blacksmith.
And she's my sister, yeah. Mm-hmm. Back off. She's not into furries.
And then this is the Baron. The Baron of this area. He has a
wearing your cousin.
Keep called Harken. Yeah, Harken's Keep. Up on a hill here.
He straight up has Bill Cosby mouth, dude.
Yeah, dude. He's a baron of this area and the surrounding countryside. He's got some elders to help with the governing. One of the town elders is called Old Keller. He's a an apothecary who used to work for the down in Prophet's Landing, which is actually the capital of the country. So let me see. Old Keller. Yeah, worked as a master apothecary in Prophet's Landing. So that's that. And then, there's a map for you guys. There are a couple of inns here. The Broken Goal, the Cliffside Brewery.
That's jail.
There's also, what's that?
Broken Jail.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Broken Goal.
That's not
Broken
Jail.
Goal.
It's jail.
Jaol.
Gaol.
Sure, the Broken Jail. Sounds good to me, Tony. And then Catherine's Anvil is up there, where she has her own house.
Right.
Your father passed away a few years ago, but she lives there with her husband. And, she sells weapons and armor there and whatnot. So, the Inquisitor will be showing up in a couple days.
Would it be any type of common knowledge for us? Because this is me not knowing the system or the setting or whatever.
Yep.
But why would Inquisitors be showing up to investigate a birth? Or is that something to ask his sister?
That's probably something to ask your sister, his sister.
I wasn't sure if that was a common thing in the setting or if it was something like that. Seems a little weird.
Well, the thing is, Sven was excommunicated for having witch blood. Okay, his sister just gave birth.
Accused of having witch blood.
So that's why she was accused of having witch blood, and that's why. So
gotcha.
His sister, so he's coming to investigate. You know what I mean?
Guilty by association.
Pretty much. See if it's made out of wood, see if it floats, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Burn no
If you sink and you drown, it's because you weren't a witch.
So, one of Sven's major motivations for coming here is what there, Stefan?
Oh, he wants revenge. Mm-hmm. Sweet, sweet revenge on this Sir Robert. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I hate him so much. I wake up at night just to hate him more.
Good. So, because the vampire is... what do you call it? Is a... vulnerable to sunlight. You guys have been traveling at night and whatever. It's been kind of overcast. So I'm going to say for that, if there's overcast days, it's a little easier. Won't have to be done all at night.
Yeah.
I have a cloak. I can travel sometimes during the day, but not very often.
Exactly. So,
You're a very soft-spoken person.
Wait till my blade speaks, then you will understand which is louder.
Oh no, I understand. You help me when I get attacked.
Sometimes.
All right.
So I tried to talk to my sister, but Catherine, you will be found guilty no matter what, just because you're my sister. It would be better off if you found someplace else to establish your business and your family. Think of your family.
I am thinking of
daughter.
them. No, we are not leaving. Our family has been here for generations. Oh,
I know.
by the way, I found a picture of it. The house.
Sven, we need to solve this problem.
Yes.
Without getting your family killed.
Well, if I might...
Or in the process, perhaps we lead them away from town then.
If I might make this point very clear to your sister, Sven, 1/3 of her family is already gone. He went to fucking jail, so 2/3 can leave.
He is not gone. They have not made a jail that is vampire-proof yet.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, I never liked that Eggle fellow anyway. But yes, leading Robert away and then deal with his Inquisitor, and I will deal with Sir Robert myself.
I think it was Inquisitors. More than one are coming.
Of course, they are cowards. They're hanging around in groups. They know I'm here, and most likely I will be around to defend my sister.
I mean, we could just kill them. I'm sure their blood tastes absolutely wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's Sir Robert. I know his blood is yellow.
I bet you it's bread.
So they are still a couple of days out from the village.
Right.
So
Okay, so how many days out till full moon?
a couple days. Speed of plot. The full moon is very soon.
All right.
You know,
It's going to show up in plot hours.
There might be a good chance that maybe the final battle might be under full moon. Who knows? I mean,
You never know.
you never know.
All right, so while,
But yeah,
so
couple
while,
So
while
long
we're
as it's
waiting,
not raining and smells like wet dog.
Too late.
it always smells like red dog. It seems.
Little do you know that while I am in my human form, I talk like this because I have very powerful presence. But as soon as I shapeshift, I go.
You do it for a Scooby snack?
That's right. I'm
right,
playing
so
a vampire. I need to get some D4s out for fangs.
Nice.
Yeah, then he can start going, one dead Inquisitor.
All right, so while we're waiting,
Dead
I'm
Templars.
going to prepare some things, some components, some focuses. Taking a little bit of either hair from my colleagues, my sister, to get some of those links. Prepare some blood if I can. If I need to.
Yeah. I mean, if you'd like to
boost my allies.
You would your sister would definitely give you some blood to make that empathic link. And I'm not sure about the other two buddies. If you've done that within the last
Now hold it. So basically, Sven showed up, and I'm sorry. What was your character's name again? Tony
Yuntara.
Yantara showed up and helped me in my situation that I was in, where I was getting pretty fucked up.
Two separate occasions.
I
helped you on the werewolf attack, and then you and I were attacked by Templar, and he helped us.
Okay, so
I would say that. Sorry, go ahead, Chris. Jamie.
I got your back, Sven. If it's blood you need, it is my blood you shall have.
Good. I would see Sven.
Someone else's. All that you want.
When being attacked by the Templars, yes, Sven would have probably at least tried to ward and protect the two creatures, even though and curse the Templars at the very least.
Nice.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
I need not your hexery or your witchcraft to protect me. I will be fine.
Just in case.
Okay.
I would to yourself.
Very well. If you prefer, I will simply have some of Ivar's blood. If I need to help him, I will be able more easily. Yeah.
All right. So
Now,
what did
the problem here, Sven? The Inquisitors are coming, and it's true.
Yes.
You keep saying allegedly, but it's true.
I didn't say allegedly.
Now you have a nephew who is going to, and I do the air quotes, allegedly have the witch blood. We're fucked. Your sister and her jail rat husband must get the fuck out of here.
But she does not want to leave. And it's my niece, not a nephew.
Oh, I thought you said she had a baby boy.
Baby girl.
No, girl.
Oh, I apologize.
Did I say nephew, but...
No, niece.
Baby girl.
No, my bad.
Baby girl. Got it.
Retcon. Niece. There. Just edit that in, Chris.
Yeah. No editing on this show. No editing on this show, motherfucker. We're going with it.
So what is our plan? Are we just going to kill them when they arrive, and next thing you know, they send more? It's just going to be nonstop.
I know.
But
we need to send a message.
Lure them out into the wilds. They will go on a wild goose chase for something out there.
Well, if Sir Robert wants me...
Some monster greater in the... If there is no... Well, wait a minute. How do they do the Inquisitions? How do they question whether a child is witch-born or not? How do they do this?
I asked Catherine, is there another girl that was born recently? Yeah.
Not as far as I know.
For a story point, would there be?
I'm not stealing a baby. That is a cliche.
What's that?
I'm not stealing a baby. That is a cliche.
An immortal 2-month-old.
Not so much stealing, just swapping?
Not borrowing one either. It's just the same.
All babies are the same.
They're all borrowed until they die. They're fragile. I don't want anything to do with this.
So,
we could definitely lure him. He definitely wants me, vengeance upon me as much as I want upon him. And if he knows that there's a werewolf and a vampire around, he would definitely chase after such rumors. Yeah.
It's nearby, not in the village itself, out in the countryside. Lure them away, kill them all. I like this plan.
Right. How do you plan on luring them all away when they know that the sister is here in town?
We place rumors about of our presence. Perhaps you go rah rah and scare some people. Eat a sheep.
Well, that would not be rumors. That would just be actually instilling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Eat the sheep, not the person.
Be able.
You don't have to attack the people.
okay.
That is possible. I could do that. Maybe
so let's do this.
Them.
Let's do this. So let's talk about a plan, and then we'll do a skill challenge here. So like stuff like that, like spreading rumors is one thing. Maybe gathering information on other stuff could be another part of the skill challenge. It kind of set this up. So
while Ivar and Yuntara are, making their sort of supernatural presence known.
Okay.
With rumors of bite marks and sheep being killed and things are being drained of their blood, I'm in town as a monster hunter or witch hunter, trying to, spread the rumors. Or I'm spreading rumors by trying to gather information about these rumors.
So are you coming back as you, as Sven, or just a monster hunter, like Sven the monster hunter?
Sven the monster hunter.
Okay.
Hearing that, and once the actual Inquisitors are here, the rumors will already have started.
Well, before I do any shape-shifting and go around and, scare children and stuff, I would definitely want to do some type of, I don't know if you'd want streetwise or something like that, Chris, but basically try to get numbers, if there's been rumors of numbers of them coming. You know what I mean?
That'll be part. We'll do that part as part of this skill challenge. So you'll want to recon and scout out their number of people coming. Go, Tony.
A plan is forming. Is Sir what's his nuts William
Sir Robert?
Whatever
Sir Robert?
Robert, yeah. He's already in town, or is he on his way?
Nope, he is. So the Inquisitor is coming from Prophet's Landing. Will be here in a couple days. He's being escorted so they say, it's rumored, as far as Sven knows, by Sir Robert Wilmington, who is a Knight Templar. Okay. He is not the High Templar, but he is a Knight Templar. They will have a squad of Templars, maybe 2 to 3, depending, that'll be traveling with them. And they'll be here in a couple days. Okay. They will more than likely be staying up in the castle.
So Knight Templar / Inquisitor, same thing.
Well, the Inquisitor is... The Knights Templar are more of the army of the church, if you will. And the Inquisitor would be more of a... in basically,
executioner / priest.
Yeah, executioner / priest, if you will.
So this Robert guy is the Inquisitor.
He is not. He is a Knight Templar. There is a separate Inquisitor that is coming. You don't know what his name is.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a Knight Templar with some Templars bringing an Inquisitor.
Yes. Yep. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Okay.
Yep. Escorting them, bringing them here. Yep.
Gotcha.
A plan is forming.
Okay.
Do you hear me out, my friends? We will find out. First of all, I have a question.
I don't know, as Tony, how the local lord is seen by the people. I'd like for our scout to scout that out, find out what people think of the local lord before the plan becomes solid.
Well, I could, you know what? We'll do that as part of as part of the skill challenge as well. So.
I like that too, because if it fails in there, that could fuck everything.
It can make it a little more difficult for sure. Okay,
so here's my idea.
Okay,
and I'll share it in character.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Lord is hated, we have you bite him. I erase the memory from him that he was bitten. He will then carry your curse. Now, all of these werewolf sightings, we can plan to be in his presence. And perhaps they will hunt him. They will find him to be the target, or someone who is hated, or an actual criminal. We don't want an innocent person to die. If the Lord himself is loved by his people and is good, then we will not use him. Someone everyone hates is who I'm looking for. We take them as a fall guy. They end up being the werewolf. And in the process of them hunting him down, if they all happen to die, they won't send another Inquisitor to look for the child.
How does that lead anyone out of town? The original plan was
at the edges of town. We don't do so anywhere near Catherine's place. That's my point.
So you basically want to find an asshole, and I will go bite him and turn him into my kind, and they'll hunt him?
Yes, of course.
Why not just have him come straight to me? I'm not fucking scared.
Because then there is no werewolf to have died. If there's still a werewolf alive, they'll come again.
Your point makes sense. Job well done is what you're saying.
Yes, the werewolf is dead. The child has been, quote-unquote, checked out. Everything
Ivan understands quickly. You just have to explain long time. Yeah.
I get the plan. I hope you get it.
I like this plan. I never liked the Baron anyway.
I don't know whether he's a good man or not. He does not look like one to me. Okay. When I saw him, he looked like a pompous ass.
Okay, so then part of our skill challenge here is to find a local asshole.
Yep, I'm making a notes of that. I noted who is the asshole and fall guy for werewolf attack.
There you go.
Cool.
His name is P. Arson.
P.
The one-eyed. P. Arson, the one-eyed.
P. Arson, the one-eyed.
No, it's P. Arson.
And he's currently staying over at Hotel Shitty Internet.
That's just outside of town.
Yes. throughout this whole plan, I get to drink them all dry. I like it.
Near the salty river.
Nice.
Lake. It's a lake. It's a salt lake where I'm at right now.
Yes, well, you're a salt lake, but we have to change it for the story. So salty river.
Oh, okay, that's right. It's a salty pond.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, you just want to spread rumors of werewolf attacks, right? Not vampires and vampire sightings, or just werewolf?
Nah, I don't have to be seen. Werewolves are noisier, make more mess.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? My name is Jamie. I'll be playing your scapegoat for this evening.
There you go. As a special guest, that's what his role is. A special guest.
Welcome back to the show, motherfucker.
Well, no, I think to keep things simple, yes, just one supernatural threat. The Templars, they wear these big helmets. They confuse their thoughts. They become really stupid. The more they wear the helmets, the stupider they get. I'm glad I was excommunicated.
All right, yeah, I'll share those images when it's appropriate. What those guys look like. So
he still wears the helmet, Ivar. You see?
Yeah, he makes me look like I belong to Mensa.
And by the way, that picture that I showed you of the what do you call it?
The older gentleman?
The house, that little house. That's actually Catherine's
Blacksmith shop.
Yep, Catherine's angel.
Yes.
That motherfucker's going to be on MTV Cribs.
Yeah, look at that shit.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pimp my crib.
That's right. Pimp my smithy.
For the record,
Yeah.
I gotta say, this art for the mayor looks just like one of the guys I play Keyforge with on Monday nights. Shout out to Lou.
Oh, that's great.
And we're sorry, Lou.
If that's what your buddy looks like, then watch out, because this guy is looking like a use it, you that likes the Jello pudding.
That's right.
This mayor's going around roofing motherfuckers.
Anyhow,
All right.
That's how you got that wolf pelt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Third cousin on my mother's side. All right. So
let's find out. Let's start this. We start with Ivar finding out some fall guy, eh?
yeah. Well, you know what? Let's start the skill challenge here. Okay. So let's do this. So we're gonna do. So this is gonna be I'm gonna want 12 successes before 3 failed checks, and of course, like we do, you can only use one check. One skill. A skill once. Now, the notable skills that we will be using in this one, I'm going to say witchcraft, narrative use of witchcraft, either scrying or bewitchment to kind of, bewitchment to kind of put like thoughts in people's head. Another one would be streetwise. That's very appropriate. I heard that thrown out. Probably... I would say maybe
some coercion.
Yeah, I have coercion, charm, and leadership here, but I'm thinking coercion, maybe charm, as well. Right. Leadership, I'm not sure. Though
unless we justify it.
You know what? Instead of leadership, well, the thing is, maybe instead of leadership, we do what kind of knowledge skills do we have? We have geography.
Lore and farm.
You know what? I would say the sightings in the area, the makeup of the Inquisitor, and maybe the route that he's taken coming into town would be a geography check. And those seem like enough. Everything else, those would be the average checks. Okay, and everything else will be. Everything else will be hard. So, going.
Jesus Christ, is your Indian name types with hammers, Chris?
Oh, really? Was that loud? Was it that loud? Sorry. All right, everybody. Yep, you'll know when Chris is typing. It's right underneath my mic too.
Have you ever seen the Chris Fungers?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That happens on my cell phone all the time.
That kind of reminds me of Ant on the Dorks.
He was types with ball pings.
Okay. So,
it was a typewriter they actually used.
So who would like to go first? Jamie, did you say you wanted to... What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm upset.
Yeah. No, never mind. Yes, I was going to do a streetwise because I'm searching for the local asshole. Whoever has the worst opinion about, hopefully there's like a, I don't know, town drunk or something like that. You know what I mean?
Please be the local lord.
Well, there's a town gossip, Nani. At Nani's place.
Yep.
Stefan, it's been a while since we've played together. Help me figure out a reason to get a boost die out of this check.
No.
Well, I know the place. I know a little bit about the place growing up here.
See, here we go.
That's enough of a boost.
I point you to a few people, like Nani's place.
Perfect.
She's a gossip.
Well, yeah. So Nani's place. That's like the that's an inn. She runs a small inn. She dotes on everybody when they come in. They call her Aunt Nani.
Auntie Nani. So.
Yeah, gossip, busybody.
There you go.
So does the pool look good to you, Chris? I have 4 green, 2 purple, and a boost die.
I should probably look at that pool. Yeah, dude, that was good to me.
Go.
A flat wash, which is our first failure, fellas.
One failure. That's groovy. All right.
Hey,
Who wants to go?
having?
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Can count on you, Jamie.
I'm on the GM side.
$20 is in the mail. Mm-hmm. Who wants to go next?
Tony?
Well, perhaps I will stealthily follow some people around and
perceive
perceive what is going on. Or stealth. I'll start with stealth.
Okay. That'll be a hard check.
Stealthily follow some people around.
Yeah, follow me around and watch me fail.
No, just follow people around, looking for the asshole, acting like I'm particularly focusing on the local lord.
Specifically,
I want him to be crooked.
Want to find who the asshole is. Okay.
Now, I have, while the talent allows for specific use, I have a bat form that I can use.
Okay.
Which will allow me to follow with great talent.
Yep.
What do you think? Boost die too?
I'm gonna say for a bat. I'm gonna. You know what? I'll give you 2 boost die on that one.
Because I'm silhouette 0.
That makes sense.
And it's
silhouette
nighttime.
0, and it's nighttime, and you're a fucking bat. It's all about hearing for you, right?
I think I read in the rule book that's 3 automatic upgrades. I think that's in the rule book.
Nice.
And
you know what?
I will be
Standard player's guide, though it's an optional rule.
I spent our first player story point.
Well, and
to upgrade my pool.
I'm gonna spend one as well, because you're a bat.
So my dice pool, will
bats.
sit at 2 yellow, 1 green, 1 red, 1, 2 purple, and 2 boost dice.
Sweet. Roll that bean footage. Oh, snap buckets. Okay.
So for our listeners, we've got, what do we got, Tony?
4 successes, 2 motherfucking triumphs.
Which we count as, okay, so let's do, so I'll go ahead and give you the narrative after, this round like you do, Tony. I kind of like that, how kind of to summarize the round. How would you like to use your double triumphs tonight?
Okay, the things that I see while stealthily following around will allow me to pay it forward, and upgrade the checks for free of my cohorts, 1 each.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. I like that.
4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Nice. I got that. So you got 4 of 12 successes, 1 failed check. Sven, what would you like to do this first round?
Sven, apparently learning from Ivar's mistake and Yuntara's intelligence gathering, will use some witchcraft on some of the other female villagers, sort of making them more acceptable to talk to him about little secrets and stuff.
You sure Sven isn't Bill Cosby?
Maybe.
So you'll do a bewitchment. So you're going to do a kind of a bewitchment on the women to kind of snuggle up to Ivar then when he comes around asking questions. All right.
Exactly. Maybe that'll be more susceptible to spreading rumors about a local werewolf. Maybe later on.
Okay. Sounds
I already.
The new Coke is the new date rape drug.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you have?
I already upgraded.
Okay. Now you need to upgrade. You need to auto. So I'm guessing you would probably do your use your talent to get your empathic link on these when you go in and have. Okay. So magic with an empathic link. It's a weak link. Auto upgrade. Your check. Your magic check.
But I do have Witch Doctor.
Which does what?
It automatically at least allows me to have a consider no, it's not witchcraft. Where is it?
It means he has a totem pole. He has a totem pole and he can send smoke signals.
It's dark. It's the dark
utterance.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's that one which gives you a weak link.
Yeah, empathic link automatically.
Right, which is an auto upgrade.
Well, not automatic. Yeah, so an auto upgrade on
your difficulty.
On my difficulty.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Boop. There
you
we
have
go.
3 in witchcraft. That's great, dude.
Well, 2. Well, it's
2.
2 yellow, 1 green. But
2 yellow, 1 green.
I've got the auto upgrade from Tony's Triumph.
Yep. And then an auto upgrade for the difficulty because of the weak link. Perfect. That looks good to me.
All right, and
here it comes. I'm waiting for it.
Well, since renewing with Kathleen, my sister, I know a bit more of the recent gossip, so I know who to maybe to target more. Can I get a boost die for that? Who's more susceptible to gossip? And
it's a little weak, but
no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
no?
you can. You can get a boost die. Hard to say no to you, Stefan.
I know.
Now, in an hour when you're drunk, I'm going to say no, motherfucker. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
Unless it's really good.
Okay. I got a shiffer.
Because you're cute, Chris.
All right, roll them, dude.
Right.
Roll it.
All right.
Oh my God! Holy triumphant Batman!
All
Holy
good.
Batman.
So we've got 4 successes, another 4 successes. So we're at 9 now.
8.
Sorry.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And an advantage and a triumph. So while talking up people and doing a little bewitchment.
How would you like to use your triumph? Well, you have an advantage there.
At least one advantage that he managed to get a little bit of hair or dried blood from someone in the village. So maybe a future link.
Okay, I have something for that.
If needed.
Well, if you would like, I will. First, I'll tell you who your fall guy can be, and you could spend your triumph to actually get a blood sample if you would like on your fall guy.
Yeah, that would be good.
Because I like where you were going with using the advantage to get get a link with somebody else. Okay, so what you guys find out, your Batman, if you will, finds out that let's see, it would be hang on a minute. It would be Constable Thornbridge and his deputies are dicks. Pretty much. The constable is a dick. People really don't like this guy. People really don't like this guy in town. And especially how he's been treating Catherine's family and her husband. Because Igil, he just basically said, hey, you guys can't come into my house. This is the story goes, hey, you can't come into my house. And they, shoved their way in and he, pushed them out. Wouldn't let them into their house. So they beat him down and they took him to jail. So with that, and the Baron is actually as much of a rotund, pompous ass that he looks like. He's actually well received and well respected in town.
Right,
he's actually come to Catherine's christening of the baby. Had a party for them. She outfits his guards with swords and stuff like that, and he's she's had run-ins with the what's his name, Rennis Longstream, who runs the trading station in town, where he sells more of like the general gear, and he's like to sell her weapons and such like that. And he had a motion at some point and started to raise a ruckus in town where she can't sell this stuff, she has to pay taxes, blah blah, all that stuff. And the Baron kind of came to her rescue, and she's well liked in the town too.
All right.
And
all right, so Constable Thornbridge seems to be our ideal fall guy.
And your Ivar's first pass into Aunt Nani's place wasn't met with too much. He couldn't really get a whole lot. And then you're like, hey, you totally need to go up to Aunt Nani and start talking to her. And you were able to. So then you went back, Ivar, and you ended up spreading around those rumors of werewolf attacks. In a town. You guys had just come to town, and there were some. Maybe a couple days away, and hopefully it's not going to come here or whatever, right? And you're just kind of setting that seed. Go ahead.
I would spread the rumor to where obviously it's in a town past us. In other words, the Inquisitors and stuff wouldn't arrive to that town before they got here. They would have to pass through this town in order to get there. Yes,
exactly. I understand. All right, and so you guys have 8 of your 12 successes so far. Yeah. So that's that. That's the first round. 9.
So Jamie, you want to go again?
Oh, so 8. Did you say you want to go again, Stephen?
No, Jamie. Asking if you want to go again.
Yeah. So I
have an idea.
I was going to do geography just so I could try to map their route.
Yep, that sounds good. And you'll get an auto upgrade on this. Tony's.
What do you got?
Triumph.
What do you got, Tony?
Go ahead. Mine's none related to that, so you can do that.
Okay, so I'll do the auto upgrade for that. I'm going to spend a story point to upgrade again. Folks that are listening, my character is not built on anything outside of combat. I can see shit, and I can hunt shit, and that's about it.
You're a tracker. So, you're a scout for a reason. You're the best scout for a reason, right?
Right.
Play to your strengths.
You know what, then, Chris? Instead of doing geography, if I'm doing scouting on this, how about survival to go out and check the trails and the most commonly used trails and that kind of thing? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You could totally.
So ignore that roll.
Ignore that roll. Okay, which was another success in Triumph. But that's okay. No. So yep. So this it'll be a hard check, but yeah, you could totally do survival. That makes sense.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so with survival, then I normally have 1 yellow, 3 green, but Tony's auto upgrade gives me another yellow.
Yep.
And I spent the story point giving me another yellow.
I'm going to spend a story point because you're out in the wilds. You might meet a brother or a long sister wolf.
And Ivar is frustrated right now. He's like, apparently everybody's just fucking great in this town. He's just, they're all great. Oh, look, they're all great. I'm going to give myself a setback die because Ivan's pissed off and I love failing.
Awesome.
He's frustrated. He's out in the trails. He's probably kicking more weeds than he is looking at the roads. Okay. So he's going to try to depict the path that they're going to take here.
Sounds good.
Oh, that still works. So 2 success, a threat, and a triumph.
Sweet. Well, that puts you at 10 successes right now.
Yeah.
So I got an idea for both. I know the GM takes a threat usually, but I have something to work with triumph.
Okay.
So the triumph is that there's a bridge that goes across and that's the only way to get into this town.
Cool. I like it.
And the threat to that is it's out in the wide open, so there's no ambush point.
Okay. Or it's not like right next to the woods. It would be a good, like, they'll see you coming, potentially.
Yeah. Open
Right.
clearing, valley.
Okay.
So they only have one way in, one way out kind of thing if they're coming from that direction.
Yep. And what you do, so that would be coming along the southern Kings Road, the southwest, the south east there, coming along the Kings Road, into town. All right. 2 more successes to go. Who's next?
Tony, you want to go?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking.
Yes. I was thinking that I would use melee heavy.
Okay.
And I would go about the business of creating a few werewolf kills.
Perfect.
That's great. Oh, look, 3 more kids died. Fucking werewolves.
Now, are you going to
children?
Are you going to kill like maybe
livestock?
Some livestock. Okay. Any farmers? Any people? Going to take that? We don't want to take that to like a darker area. You can totally.
Negative.
Right.
No. I seek justice in all things. I'm not gonna.
Technically, if he kills kids, the kids could be actually goats, baby goats.
Maybe take a couple of in the process, take a couple of trophies from the kills, and then secretly, stealthily have hid them in the constable's. So not only okay, cool. Okay, so heavy. All right, got it. All right, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that would be a hard check, but totally doable. I like it.
I hope you fail so that when I see your work, I go, I totally don't make it look like that.
I've seen you kill enough things. I know what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You're messy. There's blood everywhere. You even eat teeth. Just saying.
There's calcium.
As long as they don't have silver fillings.
There's no finesse involved. There's no crack the neck when you're done. Wipe the memory. You're foolish. All right.
All right. That
I spent the story point to upgrade again.
Sounds good. Yeah, that looks good to me.
All right. This is, of course, using claws and fangs, so no. Oh, wait, no. This is melee heavy. This is weapons. Using weapons to actually try and make it happen. So,
okay.
Probably a setback die because I'm using actual man-made weapons to make it look like animalistic kills.
Oh, you're making it look like animal kills.
Oh, yeah, werewolf kills.
Werewolf.
Yeah, I'd say, definitely a setback die for that.
Okay.
Have you seen werewolves kill?
Great.
Are you done, Jim?
Despair.
Nah, we're good. Well, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. That's good. It's all good. 3 successes. Yay! All right. Yeah. So you are.
That's 13 total successes, folks.
Yeah. So you guys succeed on the skill challenge. Yeah. So this. So you end up planting evidence, basically, in the constable's jailhouse, area, kind of in there, whatever, right?
All we have to do is get convince Ivar to bite him. That's it.
That's right.
And then I gotta wipe his memory yet.
Yeah, and then what Ivar had found out was the coming along the Kings Road to the south. There is a bridge. That's probably a day's ride out of town. Really the only place to cross the river between Druya and Aslan or whatever the other... Astala, right. Crossing that...
I like Asland better. That's perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my favorite place.
There we go.
Well, yeah, you have to access it.
Yep.
I like Iceland too. You have to access it through going deep to the
and actually, with that, because you did get a triumph on that, Ivar. And though it is the only way to go in and out of town, you were able to. We'll just say you were able to kind of see them from a distance. You know, the Inquisitor coming, And it looks like the makeup is the Inquisitor, the Sir Robert, the Knight Templar, and he's got 3 Templars coming with him. Okay.
So 5 total.
5 total.
Chris?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, now we do have our minimum number of successes. Could Sven still try to participate still in the skill challenge to try and mitigate the 3 threat that Tony got?
No, because he was actually he was the 3 threat on your check for killing livestock to make it look like a werewolf attack.
I had an idea, but
what was your idea? My first thought
please
coming
try
in.
to use. Okay, go ahead.
My first thought was that he was seen potentially.
Ooh,
okay?
I like that.
In town.
Right. My idea was to use my deception skill.
What was your thought? What was your thought for the threat? Did you say you had an idea for the threat?
Well, at least try to mitigate the threat, whatever you came up with. Like you say, if he's being seen.
Skill challenge over. He's been seen.
Okay.
So, vampire's been seen in town. They think. Maybe. So, not only... So, there's a rumor...
I love that.
So, yeah. So there's talk of, like, werewolves, and it's like, well, maybe Gravewalkers. No, not Gravewalkers, but there's a vampire in town.
Dude, that is awesome.
Why not? Let's go with it.
All right.
So now the assumption is there's a werewolf and a vampire in town, right?
More so. See, that's more so. So the werewolf rumors, pretty solid. He did plant the evidence, but is the vampire rumor because when you talk of werewolves, there's got to be a vampire too. Right? I mean, maybe.
Or is it the vampire who's trying to pretend to be a werewolf?
Could who knows? Maybe that's vampire attacks. No, they're werewolf attacks. There's more people saying no, they're werewolf attacks, not a vampire.
There you go.
Okay.
I just totally see Tony's character standing there in the street, dusting himself off, going, "Did it, guys." Totally undetected. And there's like 10 people standing behind them with their hands on their hips, shaking their heads. No.
Nobody saw me. Nobody saw me.
Without a trace.
Without a trace. Oh, yeah, and I think, wind. And there was a bat in town we saw, too, at some point. So there's got to be vampires.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome.
There's this weird acting bat all over the place.
Alrighty, then.
Call it acting. I call it personality. Get one.
Okay, so
with all of that, with that information, what you've gathered, what you guys want to do next?
I would definitely talk to Yuntara first and foremost and go, okay, so your plan, did it work? Because they're out there and they're coming. There are 5 of them. What do I need to do?
Oh, but the little part where you have to bite the constable and I have to wipe his memory. We just got that part. We should do that before they get here. I'm just saying.
Just him?
I mean, he is the leader of his men. It makes sense.
Where's his house?
Probably... wait, which one was the last one to leave town? You're the rumor gatherer. Which one was the last one to leave town and head to the village where the rumors came from?
What are you talking about now? Or is that
Which one of the constable or his men was the last one to leave town towards the north, I guess, or whatever direction it is, the other town that we caused the rumors to go
I see.
I failed on that check, though, remember?
What was that?
But you got the follow-up and all that. Later, you went back and talked to Nani. In his narrative, it was because of our information gathering, you were able to go back and just talk to her on an equal footing without doing the streetwise thing. And just ask her the rumors. And then also plant rumors.
Right. Yeah, so we'll say that the constable was... We'll say that the constable was at that village that had the rumors of the werewolf attacks within the last month he was there.
Okay.
So then we just need to bite him. All you gotta do is nibble on his foot a little bit.
That might hurt my back.
And I will take care of, say, his memories. One way we could do this, if I could perhaps challenge them to drinking contests, get them drunk.
Oh.
I do not feel the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you would see Ivar gets a little... You can see anticipation. You can see that he has this fuck yes, but there's this major portion of, yeah, I kind of changed myself to a wolf to do this. So doing this in
at least hybrid. Well, at least hybrid.
What? No, we could
hybrid form.
Even then.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Contests don't always stay in the bar. Perhaps we have something after we get the liquid courage. We have a bit of a challenge, maybe a race through the woods.
Nobody wants to run when they're drunk. Maybe a test of strength. He's Mr. Big Man, has lots to prove. You take him out and do log throwing.
So I'll share an image. I'll share an image of the constable. There's a constable there. I'll share a couple more images of the people you've seen in town.
Fuck. Maybe we gotta take him to a therapist.
He's a constable. I know, he looks so bad. Here's the town militia.
Drunk and take him home. He may want. Perhaps we get the woman to pretend to like him.
Yeah. I can make him more susceptible to your challenge.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He's an ugly sod. Perhaps he will not like anything but for a naked woman.
There's his deputies / like, what do you call it? Town militia. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. I think I have a Nani. Here's Nani's picture. You're gonna like this one. Oh,
Nani. Oh, hell yeah. What's up, Grandma?
That's right. She's looking good.
I titty fuck them things between the knees.
Whoa. Yowzers. Okay, then.
I'm still
shared that.
My country internet. I'm still waiting for the pictures to load.
There's also a they call it the House of Faith. There is a priest that is there as well. Here he is, almost ready to.
Why didn't we make? Oh, he looks like a villain. Perhaps we should have made him a werewolf.
And then, and then so in the broken jail. Did I say it right, Tony? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, you did.
Here's the owner of that place.
No, Jamie, you're supposed to go like this.
Oh, what's up, girl? What? Do what, Stefan?
Yeah, when you're pushing up your glasses like this.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's jail.
That's right.
Oh yeah, nice red.
And that's on the southern part of town, on the King's Road. There, the broken jail. She kind of caters more towards the Baron's troops and his guards. More than anything.
Okay,
so anyways,
that looks like one of my nannies. Oh no.
Oh, here's a picture of Sir Robert Wilmington, who is coming into town.
I want to chop his head off and shove it up his ass.
Here's a Templar. Here's what one of those Templars look like, by the way.
Holy bats. Okay, this is like a lot of images.
That are perfect for a podcast, by the way.
Aren't they, though?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So be sure, folks, to check out our Obsidian portal page for all these images. Chris will upload them.
That's right. And the last one, the Inquisitor.
That's the Obsidian portal for FTN actual plays.
Yep. Yeah, so I got a bunch of show notes up there.
That's okay. Jamie's face is perfect for podcast too.
So. Yeah, I'll get those loaded up tonight.
Perfect for a paper bag too.
As I'm uploading the podcast, so you guys can go there while you listen.
Yeah, like the new feature that Skype has, like blur your background. I wish that would do it like for Jamie's entire image.
Yep.
Blur the whole face. Thing.
Nice.
Blur your face.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
Juntora. It would seem pretty obvious to me if over at the jail, broken jail, whatever it's called, that's the obvious place to have your drinking contest. She already caters to them.
Yes, of course. It's fair they drink. We go there. We challenge them to drinking contest. Perhaps make the a couple of feats of strength to be and maybe convince Cruza to award the winner with a kiss.
No, you have to challenge him to challenge his manlyhood. Challenge his manlyhood. Get him to wherever it is I will be hiding.
All right, that's the place. I will set up ahead of time somewhere nearby for this. Perhaps a large log in the end of the edge of the yard in the dark or something.
Yes, and I'll be there waiting.
Okay.
Very well.
I'll be waiting. Instead of I'll be back, I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting, asshole.
All right. All right. So,
Okay, so Ivar will be waiting in the dark to jump some guy. Okay, that's not gay.
So you want to do that? So you want to do that later on?
God damn it! I came up with a more gay plan than Stefan did. I'm fired.
All right. Well, hey, let's take
my plan.
Jamie's been hanging around me too long, I think.
Nice. All right. Hey, let's take a quick break, which will be really fast for those of you listening. We'll be back in a few. And we're back, everybody.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
There went our one listener or our one iTunes complaint person that complains about the burp.
So we're gonna jump forward to the bar. There's hooping and hollering going on in the bar. There's no, you totally can't. So who's in the bar doing the challenging them? You are. Yuntara's in there. And Ivar, are you there too, or are you outside? You're outside just waiting.
I'm at the rendezvous point that Yuntara set up ahead of time.
So no fucking way! No way! Can you... Alright, let's do another one. And sure enough...
Around the shots for all my friends. Yes, all these men. Yes, around the shots. But you cannot drink. You cannot outdrink me. No. You, my good friend. You.
Oh, no, they're already into it. You've already challenged them. We're well into the challenge. You're not affected by quote-unquote poison, right?
And Sven is there goading him on. It's like, come on, Thornbridge.
Make a deception check to pretend to be feeling some of the effects at some point.
Sure. Yeah, why don't you do that? And this... And the constable's in there, and that would go against. Let me get out my quick vigilance. Vigilance. Gonna wiggle the vigilance a little bit.
Is Vigilance?
Vigilance will be a red and a purple. He's got one rank in it. And granted, he's an adversary, but this doesn't count. You don't have to.
He's way drunk.
He's so drunk. So you could take a boost die. I'm pretty sure that's why you were asking.
Sven is goading him. It's like, oh yeah, come on. You used to be so tough when you were younger. Come on.
And you're in there. You're in there too.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Go Naman in there. You can go. So Sven, you can. So Sven being there, he will add another boost die, but also a setback die. Because Sven's brother-in-law has been a. It's like, oh shit, Sven's in town. And that's why this hoopla is coming and all the extra work that we have to do for security or whatever and figure out whatever. Inquisitor's coming to town. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I spent a story point upgrade.
Perfect.
Because I really, really want this to succeed. Our whole plan hinges upon this. So.
Yeah.
Great narrative description, Tony.
Let's see if it survives contact with the enemy. All right, go.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
baby, it does.
That's a success with 3 advantage.
Okay.
So I will suck aid.
You will suck what?
I will suck aid.
And how would you like to use your advantage there?
So I want my convincing drunken behavior to make him feel like he is winning the challenge, so that
he's overconfident and like, let's go outside, yes. Let's go. So you're
pretending to be woozy and
okay, all right. So I'm thinking, so he's confident, he's overconfident, whatever, and You
I bet
how do
you
you
are
lure
so
him
drunk you cannot lift, say, a 200 stone log. Not even you cannot lift.
All right. Now, did you want him to come out
20
alone?
stone. Sorry, I'm 20 stone. Okay,
Whatever.
you can't lift a 20 stone.
Whatever that might be, right?
All of a sudden, it's World's Strongest Man competition.
Pretty much, just about. Now, this plan was for you to get him out there alone and isolated and get the werewolf bite, or...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, he's like, I can do it. I gotta piss first while I go and whatever, go out there. Yeah,
Let's just go outside and do it.
Yes, we'll go. Let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go find a log and his buddies.
I show
at
you. I
this
found
point,
one out at the edge of the yard.
you were so convincing with the three advantage there as well. His guards have either already passed out or are too drunk to give a fuck about this strength competition, or whatever. So so you get him outside.
And Sven is going to go outside with him, helping him to find the log.
Okay.
And maybe eventually, get a lock of hair so that, for future use.
I thought you already had one.
Not for him, no.
Oh.
Not
okay.
for him. Well, if you want, you could totally take the mug he was drinking.
Oh, there we go.
You know what? No, I know what it is. He has a drinking horn, because you kind of have to use it like a personal item that he uses a lot. We'll say he's got a drinking horn, and you're able to snag that.
As we're walking to go to leave, I just kind of take the horn. I say, I take a chug from it.
Mm-hmm. And then you hand it to Sven. Here, you finish it off, and Sven just.
If you notice, my lips never touched it, though.
That's it. And I pretend to just drink it down.
Got to keep that social distance in here in Agurus, right?
Leather glove. Leather glove. Never touched it to my mouth.
Nice.
6 feet away.
All right.
12 foot pole arms. Pole arm length.
So, Jamie, I'm going to say that Ivar will need to be either in wolf form or hybrid form. It doesn't have to be in hybrid form. Could be in wolf form, I would say, to pass along the lycanthropy, but not human form. So.
Yeah. So I got my skills set up, which, Jesus Christ, I would have thought you would have at least gave me a rank in discipline. Anyways.
I think, I thought I did to allow you to be able to do this at some point. I did.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
I do not, sir.
Okay, then.
Why don't we swap out deception and discipline?
Perfect. I thought I gave you one where you could make that a little easier.
Well, yeah, I have natural. I have the talent natural where I can re-roll this. So.
Oh, yep, that's the one that I gave you.
In order to change this, according to the Inquisition setting, page 62, it is a hard discipline check.
However,
I
am going to say, because it's a day from the full moon, why don't you remove one of those purples? Make it an average check.
Okay.
Or maybe, make it an average discipline check, because it's like a day from the full moon.
And here's my boost die, Chris, and this is based off of my character's desire.
Okay. What is your desire?
You wrote it. I'm not going to tell these fellers. Oh, I guess for the listening
we're on a fucking podcast where people are listening. Come on, I wanted you guys to tell them.
I was thinking it might come out later in the adventure. Anyways,
it could.
Ivar has a feral instinct of wanting to join a werewolf pack. So Ivar, standing by himself out in this designated area,
nice.
He slowly undresses himself. He looks up at the near full moon because it's coming in the next day, and he just gets this huge smile. This is a pleasurable transformation for Ivar.
Okay.
It's almost a sadistic thing to him, to where the pain creates a lot of pleasure for what he is about to become.
Wow. You know what? Give yourself 2 boost dice for that. Now, Stefan, that's how you ask for a boost die, motherfucker.
There you go. Okay, so you have to be really kinky about it. All right, fine.
No, that's not kinky at all. Whatever, dude.
It's to the point to where visually speaking, it's to the point to where he looks down at his hands as they shake and the fingers elongate, and he just loves every minute of this.
Well, alrighty then. Woo!
And we got 3 successes and 2 advantage. The 2 advantage is that if you're okay with it, because I don't believe there's anything in here for the shape change other than just stats. I would very much so like to say that my taste says that you go to werewolf and you look at movies and stuff like that, you lose a little bit of that humanity and you don't have total control.
Well, your intelligence, I believe, and your will does go down. Now, are you in a wolf form, or you do go to hybrid form?
Wolf form.
Wolf form.
So
okay.
For my advantage, I would like to be able to maintain and to the point to I know friend from foe at this point.
What you're doing.
To say,
yeah,
I know. I'm not going to run up and go, ooh, vampire.
Yep, I understand. I totally understand that. Yeah,
right. He knows who's part of his pack and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are part
Who's
of your...
bringing you the snack and who is the snack?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Who's on the menu and who's not.
And though you you actually realize in that moment during the transformation, as you're transforming, you think of the last couple of years, right? Where Yuntara has been there. He's had your back. Sven, the last couple of years, has had your back, right? And you're thinking werewolf pack, yes, but as you finish that final, that your final, what do you call it, like neck bone, whatever, gets into place, you just realize, yeah, these guys are my pack a bit as you're sneaking as you're sneaking up and you see your brothers basically coming out with this food and prey.
And then I reach into my satchel and I pull out my note and I say, I've always considered myself to be a one-man wolf pack.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
All right, you're fired.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, and I would love to know what this fucking constable's face looks like as this imposing werewolf is walking towards. And I'm assuming by now, Tony and Stefan's characters probably have them locked arm in arm, like, oh, no, it's time.
He was kind of stumbling a little bit, and he's like, well, there's probably the log, and then stepping over the log is you're like this mastiff-sized werewolf, like almost kind of a, like almost 4 or 5 feet tall at the shoulder, right? Just huge wolf coming in. He tries to let out a scream, but they keep him and hold him.
I grab him.
You guys have grabbed them. Yeah, you guys have them there. Why don't we do a I'm
pretending to be scared like shit. Oh my God!
We'll do wolf. I like the idea of like a combined check here versus this guy. We're gonna say versus his brawn. His brawl of 3 will be the difficulty, and I'd like you guys to combine your pools together. Like Jamie, maybe your brawl attack ranks added to their brawn or something, athletics. I don't know. What do you guys think here?
He's rolling it.
He's rolling it.
I have a 4 brawn, so
okay.
I've got a 4 brawn as well.
Okay.
Okay, so even as a wolf, my brawn is still only a 3 because it goes up by 1. My brawl is a 1.
So roll it and add a green die.
Yep. So do a brawl, add a green die for them, holding on to them, and because 2 of them are there, add a boost die, whatever the fuck that roll was.
Oh no, it's because I didn't change my
premature, I think.
Yep. I didn't change my brawn stat yet. What'd you say the difficulty was? A purple and a red?
No, it's going to be... Oh, you know what? What is his adversary? I'll add his adversary. Yeah, just 1. So 1 red, 2 purple. Add another green in there because of their... because you're using the brawn of 4 as a base. And then because there's two of them holding him, add a boost die to this check. And I'm actually gonna spend a story point here just because.
Okay. And Ivar, as a wolf, slowly comes towards and actually stops for a moment, unable to actually communicate, looks at Yintara, and then looks over at the constable like a dog looking for permission to get the milk bone.
I nod.
And I roll the dice.
All right, let's see.
One success, 5 advantage.
That's all you needed was the one success to get the bite. You successfully bit him. What would you like to do with the 5 advantage, though?
So the 5 advantage, I would like to be able to maintain my cool and not rip this guy into beef jerky. Yep. But I want to do it in a place where I have my wits about me enough to know, like, oh, if I lift up his shirt and get him in the rib cage, it won't be so obvious. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Have it in a spot that's hidden well enough that it wouldn't be able to easily be seen by somebody else examining him later.
Oh, how about
Well,
how about at that last minute, I stepped on the heel of his boot and his boot came off. So his foot is exposed for you to grab a hold of it.
Nice.
Dude, okay, once again, kinky. I'm not into feet. Sorry.
Well,
ankle,
like a calf, like his calf, ankle,
lower
foot.
ankle.
Lower
Well,
ankle.
Jamie isn't, but what about Ivar?
Yeah, Ivar's into ankle. He likes to give ankle.
There you go.
I mean, I could have ripped his pants down because he was going to piss and just turned him around at the last second to bite his ass cheek.
Or he was actually getting ready to piss. I mean, you can always right on the junk. But no, so he tries to like just go. You let him go. So as Ivar the wolf is coming up to him to pounce, you guys let him go, stepping on his boot. He steps out of his boot, tries to turn, and Ivar, you just grab a hold of his the back of his calf, and he just falls to the ground, and you take a nice bite into the calf,
but then maintain enough control to not rip off part of the calf.
No, it's enough to
beast back, and I quickly draw my spear and fake shake and chase him away. No.
That sounds.
The werewolf looks at you for a minute and cocks his head to the side like a dog hearing a high pitched sound, and he goes, "Oh, I get it," and I run off.
You can run back and go put on your clothes. Right?
And I'll run over to the constable, crouch down real low. Are you okay, my friend? And that's when I'm going to whisper in his ear, "Forget this ever happened."
Nice. All right.
Dick.
Deception versus his discipline.
His discipline is 2. It's average.
And I have a single yellow, single green for deception. Now, is some of perhaps that advantage available for a boost die here? Since it was a very convincing ploy.
Yep, you could totally do that. Yep. So you want him to forget about this whole incident.
Yes. He's drunk too.
Add another boost die.
In fact, I'm afraid Ivar might be drunk now after tasting him. I put so much alcohol in the guy.
You know it.
Straight up blood alcohol content.
All right. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like a good pool. Oh,
there we
3
go.
successes and an advantage. Oh yeah. So he So you do you guys bandage him up?
Sleep well.
So you want to bandage him up and everything, or what was kind of the plan of the bite to turn him into a werewolf, right?
He's convincingly a werewolf. If they have some sort of test that shows that he's
a werewolf.
Contracted
Gotcha. Okay. when the Inquisitor comes to town, gotcha.
And he has a bite that shows that he was bit by a werewolf.
Well, and the fact that full moon's tomorrow night. Yeah, he might not. Yeah, okay. Doesn't look good for the
possibly
constable, man.
possibly 2 witnesses that saw him being bitten by a werewolf. A wolf.
Sven.
Oh, so you actually wanted people. Yeah. So you want people to.
I don't want it. I don't want to be part of this. I don't want them getting anywhere near me.
Oh, well, he's drunk. We can always say that we just left him to lift a log, or...
I'm going to deposit him in his house. That's what
All right.
all I planned on doing. But is there a way you can make this wound look a little older?
I'm sure I can work something.
Yeah, I'd say maybe like you can dress it. You can muddy it up if you'd like to. Just let's see. Does Sven have?
No medicine.
But you do have
You're a witch
like
doctor. You don't need medicine. Use your magic. Oh, it's not all powerful and capable of anything, is it? Really?
not so much. But with your forbidden lore that you have what, one or two ranks in it? You'll be able to you'll be able to improve it to see what it. You'll be fine. You'll be able to make it look convincing enough. So
don't worry.
Right. So you go deposit him into his place.
Yeah.
And
you go back to Nani's place to pretend to be seen there. I will drop him off back at his place, and then go back to my sister's.
I walk in and triumphantly yell, "I win! He passes out into the yard! Ha ha ha! You are!"
one of the guards are like, "You won, but you won there," and then he just falls up. All right, he won. Okay, cool. All right, so your plan is continuing to take shape here. You have successfely what's the word we were looking for?
Created a patsy?
We created a patsy. The asshole is now the patsy.
Very convincing patsy. He is a werewolf.
He is a werewolf now. Oh, fuck yeah, he is. All right. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to do this evening? And what are the next steps here? What do you guys want to do next?
All right. So we've got our patsy who's pretending to be who will be a werewolf. Rumors of a werewolf and vampire. Or at least a vampire who's pretending to be a vampire, or is trying to pretend there's a werewolf in the area.
That's not a rumor. I don't know who you're talking to. Go away.
It's real. It's real.
It's like I'm talking to my sister.
And you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care. At this point, yeah, we've done what we need to do. I probably have had enough blood to keep me looking flush so I can pass as human, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, I think so.
I'm good.
Okay. So do you guys want to wait for the Inquisitor to show up to the town? Were you going to do... I know, Jamie, you mentioned something about a bridge outside of town. What would you...
Well, I mean, with the elaborate plan that has now come up, it's kind of a waste of time to go fucking cut the ropes on the bridge and just let him die. You know what I mean? I guess it's better... We're causing a major diversion here, so that's kind of irrelevant at this point.
To set up an ambush and ambush them on the way into town? Maybe not necessarily at the bridge, but maybe somewhere... But, I mean, you got to triumph. There is that bridge there about a day outside of town, but there are other ambush points along the road between there and this town that you had found as well.
Yeah, but like I said, with the deception that's going on now, though, if I'm not mistaken, Tony, your plan was to turn all focus onto this constable now.
Yeah.
So the ambush and everything could just lead to bigger future problems.
What if we lead an ambush? What if we lead an ambush, and one of us, maybe Sven, looks like Constable Thornbridge, and then escapes?
That won't do any good until you get to town and actually see the constable and what he is.
True.
Okay.
I think we're good to wait until they
just kind of let it. So just kind of let it kind of play out a little bit. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Sounds good. So
all right.
So do you want to do anything? So you basically have a whole day, the following day, to do whatever you would like to do. If you just kind of want to sleep. Anybody want to just do anything special, or do you just kind of want to let it ride out Now I'm guessing. So Sven's made his presence known in town, and you two are sleeping
upside down in the attic as a bat. I don't know.
In a box.
in a box. Box.
Or is in true shape, just like Keanu, Kiefer Sutherland and Lost Boys.
As long as I am out of the sun, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. So
I would just have Ivar would just have a fuck ton of anxiety, just so excited about the full moon. He's just like, it's coming today.
Is he going to stay in? Is he going to stay in wolf form and kind of run all night?
Oh yeah, he would love it all night long. Love it.
All right.
Run, pee on a tree.
There you go.
Hump a tree.
That's right. Kill it.
Take a shit because that's what wolves
kill a deer. Take down a deer. Eat a deer.
Yuntara, there's room in the attic if you wish. Yeah.
Run back into town, piss on a fire hydrant, hump some legs, chase a parked car.
There you go. Awesome.
A parked wagon.
All right. So the next day goes by kind of uneventfully, but then the following day, the Inquisitor and Sir Robert comes into town. Bum bum bum, and they basically make their way up to the Barons, to the keep. That's kind of sitting up on top of the hill there. They get in probably midday. They get into town. The Templars, so there are 3 Templars. The Knight Templar, Sir Robert, and the Inquisitor. And they end up. Were there any other rumors you guys wanted to spread out around about the Constable? You had there were evidence that you had left in his place. And when the Inquisitor comes up at the Baron's place, he's up there for a while. Now, where are you guys when they come into town? Where do you guys want to be?
They come in during the day or in the evening?
We'll say that it's overcast, kind of late afternoon, 2-3 o'clock ish, when they're kind of rolling into town.
Well, Sven is at his sister's place.
Okay.
And he would probably like to scry into the conversation with Sir Robert, the Templars, and the Lord Mayor.
Okay. And
I guess I'll stand guard while he's doing that.
So who are you scrying on, and how did you get a focus from them?
Well, like one of my earlier benefits is that maybe got at least an empathic link with one of the servants that the Baron has.
Okay, sounds good.
So
why don't you make
bubble, cauldron, trouble.
Yeah, so you do this. You kind of scry on their area. So we need a witchcraft check. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what the difficulty is there for that, but
difficulty starts at easy.
Okay. Is there a range requirement?
I'll just be standing nearby, making sure nobody sees this go on. Whether it's at a doorway or a window.
Usually it says like it's almost like in a structured encounter where you perceive into the near future and able to act accordingly, giving you like an extra initiative slot. But this is out of.
Yep. No. So it'll be an average check. Advantage will give you more information. So average check will give you the location of somebody.
Right.
And advantage will give you more information about what they're doing or the details of the environment. Meaning you might be able to hear stuff. If you wanted to make a hard check, you can actually scry into their mind. If you wanted to make it harder, but it's definitely going to be an auto upgrade because of the weak link you have with them.
Yeah,
but you want to do that with okay. So that
I'll do just that, not the mind thing, but I will spend a story point
to get more.
To get more. Because he's more familiar with that servant. She was very pretty and spent the night in the hayloft with her.
Nice.
So.
Well, alrighty then. Well done, Sven. Well done.
Get her done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that looks good to you?
That looks good to me.
All right. So witchcraft.
We got 3 yellow, a red, and a purple.
A red and a purple. So there you go.
To scry on a meeting, potentially. Ooh.
Got it.
Let's see here. Right. So you you generated a couple of threat there, though.
Yeah, a couple of threat, but still at least a success. So I still manage.
Yep.
I could re-roll that because I do have the natural talent as well for witchcraft.
Okay, is that like a once a session thing?
Once per session, yeah, either witchcraft or melee light.
I would take the success, dude.
Yeah, I would take the success. It's a success.
Well, you'll need that. You would have needed to have generated some advantage to actually learn more about the location, a little more about the environment. Right. Just to let you know. So
still, but it's still a success. I'll take it and fail forward or succeed forward.
Yeah, succeed forward. Nice. Yeah, you
So maybe in the cauldron, I see a bit from the servant's point of view a little bit.
You see a little bit, but you do recognize. I mean, you recognize one of the constable's deputies is in the room, but you don't know what's being said.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
And then, let's see. So you guys were up in the loft, probably. So probably about a half an hour later. Where is number 9? There's number 9. There we go. So a little while after this is going on, you're scrying. You're kind of up on the upper level of the forge, right? So you got a good vantage of the keep and the hill there. You actually see the constable, not the constable, a couple of militia and the Inquisitor contingent, along with the Knight Templar and the other Templars. They start coming down the hill.
No,
but instead of coming. So they start heading towards the forge, and if you look at the Harkin map, I'll share it again.
Got it. Yeah.
Going down between, they come on down to the Cliff Road, and they come up the King's Road here. But instead of turning to the forge, they continue on to the constable's office. Okay.
All right. Up north. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys want to do?
All right.
Curious as to what they are doing. They already figured out what's going on, or are they going to check out on the rumors?
Maybe.
Where's Ivar?
Oh, he's running around peeing on trees, I think.
No, I would have passed out at his sister's place after my night of...
So you guys are kind of all there then, and you see this. I mean, you see the contingent coming down from the keep, and you're like, all right, well, they must be on their way here to talk to baby sister. But no, they continue on to the constable's place.
Okay, so I cut the link at least with the my scrying.
So you kind of see them pass up you kind of see them. So if you're looking at the map, your forge is at 5 down at the lower left corner, and they're kind of walking up that main King's Road.
Yeah, north.
And it looks like they're heading on up. And if you guys kind of wanted to follow through, like kind of follow them or whatever, like in the woods, or kind of sneak at a distance or make your way around, it looks like they are going to the constable's place, which is at 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we could cut.
Could you scout this for us? Keep an eye on them?
Well,
could you?
I mean, I could.
woods, the back way.
Yeah, I would like to see if I could do that so I can lead us undetected.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you make a stealth check for me then?
Difficulty?
Let's see. That's what? Vigilance, probably, right? We'll do it off of one of the Templars. Let's see here. That's going to be a red and 2 purple. So they got 1 rank in Vigilance.
Okay. Look good.
That looks good to me.
2 yellow, a green, 2 purple, and a red. Here we go. Ooh, 2 threat.
2 threat. All right. Failure and a 2 threat. Let's see. So we're gonna say one of the Templars spots Sven because he stands out, and he's the brother of the reason why they're coming here. They know him. They know Sven. He's recognized. So Sven is recognized, and one of the the group continues, but one of the Templars kind of stops, kind of in the road. We'll say that it's kind of around. Let me think. Pointers. We'll say that it's probably right around here is where you're spotted. Okay.
So about middle of the town on the map.
About
Between
middle.
6 and 7.
Yep, about there. Yep, and the main group continues on to the constable's office. But what you guys see so he's spotted with the 2 threat. What you see is the constable come out, and as the and you're actually feeling it too, Ivar, just a bit. It's about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Moon is coming over the horizon. Moon is coming up. Yep. Full moon. And you just see the constable come out and just rip. I mean, he just transforms into a hybrid. A hybrid form. Like right in the middle of, like they're coming and he just starts arguing with them. Like, no way, you little fucker. And he starts and because he's got one of his deputies there. And as you guys were kind of getting closer, you're like, what the fuck is that guy holding on to? One of the deputies actually had the, some evidence that Yuntara planted on him. That planted on his person to kind of show, right? And he's like, oh, you fucker. And then they were just doing this. And then, swords are drawn. And that's when he changes. And he just fucking runs north out of town. Just starts booking it out of town. And this Templar that he turned and he sees what's going on. So that whole contingent saved the Inquisitor. He's like, well, go get him. And he yells at, the Sir, Robert, right? And they all start running out of town to the north. What do you guys want to do?
I yell, what a deceiving prick.
We have to make sure they don't survive this encounter. None of them.
I see. No, I look at Yuntara. Well, maybe believable if we
and I slip into the woods, and I'm going to transform into a bat and take the fuck off.
All right.
I think I should follow.
So you're going to run after. How about you, Ivar? What are you going to do?
I'm going to learn from my my buddy over here, and I'm going to run to the woods because I know the transformation's coming, and I don't want anybody to see me transform.
Okay, that sounds good. So you follow the bat. Sven follows the Templars, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're one of them. You're a monster hunter.
You have to kill the monster.
There goes a monster, right? Ah, so you're running out of town. Sweet. So
I tell people to go back inside. There's monster.
Yeah.
In
So
the
fucking
town.
when people transform,
Constable's a monster.
There are people screaming, Rah! And they
get your kids back inside.
Okay, so they're running out of town. You two, Ivar, I'm never going to make you roll.
Don't follow me.
I'm never going to make you roll to change because you can just change. So it doesn't matter. So you're going to take.
For me, it's just 2 strain.
For you, it's just 2 strain bat. And then Ivar, you're going to go in wolf form or hybrid form or what?
Wolf, fucking full blown.
Full blown wolf. All right, sweet. So you guys are going to kind of go up. And I don't have. I can find a combat map, but we don't necessarily need one. We'll I'll just add these fuckers to the combat tracker here. Woo! So I can just drag them over there, right? On the combat tracker. Is that how that works?
Should be, yeah.
We got one of those. We got 1, 2, 3 of those. And not knowing what the fuck you guys were doing, I need to make myself a little werewolf here. So, but I'll just bring up the stats in the book. Some book stats here. We'll just go right off of that. Okay, so you guys, so I'm hearing your intention is to catch up to the quote-unquote melee and help out? And then,
help out.
Yeah.
Or tell me what you guys, I don't want to guess what you guys want to do. Tell me what you guys want to do.
The plan is, obviously, a werewolf sighting has now been verified.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
So now we just go slay them all because that's the threat.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
The werewolf is the killer, not us.
That's right. All right. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure.
And Sven is a monster hunter, a very known monster hunter.
Exactly. He sure the hell is. All right. Supernatural adversaries. Let me find a freaking werewolf here. Just so I have like some stats for one. Okay.
Not a problem. Do you want to take a break while you find that real quick?
I got one. Do you guys need a break? We could take a quick break if you guys want.
Yeah, I can take a little break.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go ahead and pause the recording real quick.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll initiative here as you guys come upon the melee of the constable in hybrid form. Getting attacked.
I'm assuming cool.
Whichever you guys want to use, I'll let you guys use whichever.
My vigilance is a little bit better, so I'll roll that.
In wolf form, I'm fucked either way.
So,
no, vigilance, a tiny bit better.
So I'm wondering why my do I have to open them up from the combat tracker? And then
Whoops! Oh, totally didn't.
From the combat tracker, yeah. From the combat tracker initially would be better.
My bad.
Initiative.
Here.
All right.
Yeah, Tony's only been doing this. I don't know how long.
Not as a player.
Constable got 1 and 1. 101, sorry. Shit. 1.01.
Chris, there's a spot in the bottom that says menu.
Oh, yeah.
Click that, and you'll see the little flag that says roll initiative, and then do roll all NPC initiatives.
Yeah. You can choose all vigilance or all cool.
Roll NPC initiatives. There we go.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
there you go.
All right, perfect. All right.
Holy cats!
Yeah.
5.01.
Well, yeah, Sir Robert has a 3 in vigilance, so that's probably the guy who got the 5, I'm sure.
Probably.
All right.
I hate him so much.
Yes, you do. So let's see here. So he's going to do a
blonde flop box.
We'll just have him. We'll just roll an attack roll for him. Ouch.
Ow.
Is that coming up?
Yeah,
we saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Okay, was that? Okay.
Yes, on the werewolf. Constable.
Werewolf, that's right. Okay.
Oh, fantastic. Sir Robert has a silver sword. Good to know.
What? Yeah, you see it. Shing! comes out.
Alchemical silver.
Yippers. And then, let's see. So then this guy's going to take, 7 minus that. He's going to take 3. 9, he's going to take 5. Okay. Oops. He's going to go there. And then we're going to have one of the Templars go next.
Well, help me out here, Chris. What are we looking at? Because we caught up to him.
Yep. So what you're seeing is you see these guys, the Templars just surrounding the wolf, the werewolf, the constable. Here he kind of stops, and him and Sir Robert just kind of come to each other. Actually, we'll have the werewolf go, or what's his name, go there. That second one. So they just kind of come at each other, right? The Templars, the 3 other Templars are kind of surrounding the 2 a little bit, right? And they just kind of the constable and Sir Robert just kind of clash into melee, and then the Templars look like they're moving up into the melee as well. So then this is the constable's attack back on the what do you call it? On Sir Robert. Oh my gosh, he has some what do you call it? Some defense too. And he's an adversary too. Oh yeah. Sir Robert easily deflects, an incoming werewolf bite. And I think with the silvered sword, he's going to take two wounds, I believe, every round. 2 advantage. Yep, that's what he does. He'll apply the silvered effect to the werewolf. Now, you guys arrive on the scene. You see that. Who would like to... We got a player slot next. Who would like to go?
Are these guys on horseback?
No.
Okay.
They were walking.
So they just kind
there.
of ran after him and then surrounded him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm flying in bat form.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to fly in to hit Sir Robert to hit one of the Templar from behind, because Sir Robert belongs to the Warlock. So I'll hit one of the Templar from behind, and I'd like to switch back to my my human form right before I hit him from behind.
Yeah.
And maybe stab him with a dagger.
Sounds good to me.
So with my vampiric speed, that'll be a quick draw the dagger.
Yep.
Right at the last second. So flying up, quick draw the dagger, hit him from behind, kind of tackle with a dagger.
Okay. Sounds good. So I have Templar, Templar 1, Templar 2. I'm assuming you could just hit the Templar, regular Templar.
Okay.
So. Okay.
Melee.
He has
defense?
one melee defense, but I will give you I'll give you the drop on him, which in this case I'll give you at least a boost die or 2 to this.
Okay. All right. I'm happy with my. Are you?
I have too many on my side, so I'm going to flip one.
Okay. All right.
Maybe you hit him in the back with your vampire teeth, with your bat teeth, and you don't switch in time. No, just kidding.
Got it.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
However, I'm going to, as a incidental, I'm going to spend the story point to use my lucky strike and have it do 4 additional damage.
So 11 total.
So this dagger is well placed. My coming in like a freaking arrow, and that dagger, I want to come out, and when I tackle him, that dagger goes right into the back of his neck for 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. Well, these Templars are armored up a bit, and they're tough fuckers. So he's going to soak 5 of that. He's going to soak 6, but he's only going to soak 4 of it then. And you did what, 11? 4?
Yep.
Okay.
It takes 7. Oh, dagger. I should have added a boost die for accurate.
Go for it.
That's another success and advantage.
And you can do you could probably do I think dagger's crit on?
Yeah, but I'll crit.
Roll it.
With 3 advantage.
Let's see. Oh, I don't have my
which
I don't have
Templar
my table.
Are you putting that on?
I'm putting it on Templar. There's Templar 1, Templar 2.
Got it. I'll drop it on him.
Okay.
Bam. All right, so I rolled a 13 on the critical chart, which is the Sudden Jolt, Severity 1 crit, and that is the target drops whatever they have in hand.
Okay, well, he has in his inventory, he has a shield and a sword and a silver light spear out, and you hit him.
That's what hits the ground.
Yeah, they both of them. Yeah, you hit him in the neck, you said, and it just stuns him for a moment, and he just drops them both to the ground. So, all right. So that would be Yuntara there. Okay. This guy, we'll say that Templar goes next. Then. And he's like, what? And he picks up his he just draws his sword, and as he's drawn it, he's just gonna take kind of like a wild swing to hit you. We hope. Maha! Alright, so sword is gonna be that. Okay, apparently I didn't put a rank in that. Oh no, because they use spears instead, but he's getting attacked by what the fuck? Who the hell, man? And yeah. And he's just taking a wild swing, so I'm gonna do a setback die on that. That look good?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks good to me too. Oh, he does hit. Does 8 damage with the sword, and I think the sword is...
I'll soak 6.
Sword is just defensive, yep.
Alright.
And then the...
take 2.
Yeah, and then the 2 advantage, he's gonna call to his buddy that's there and get his attention. So his buddy's gonna get a... So the next Templar to go will get a boost die, we'll say. And then one of you guys, we got 2 player slots. So what do you guys want to do? Ivar and
the next one should be Jamie.
Ivar and Sven, you guys are coming up on the scene as well.
I think Ivar should be first because Sven is on foot, but he's 2-legged.
Alrighty.
Okay. So I would just run in and start ripping apart the first person I come across.
Okay. Now, do you want to hit the Templar that's engaged with Yuntara, or one that's kind of moving over towards him? Okay. One of the other ones? Okay.
So I will try to bite Templar, I guess we'll call him Templar 1.
Okay. 1 melee defense.
And I will spend 2 strengths. I'm assuming I have to move in, and I will aim.
Sounds good to me. And this is wolf form? Biting in wolf form? Alright, so a real fight, though you have been doing this before. I figured I would spend 1 now because this is a real check now, man. Real combat.
Alright,
first real combat.
Here we go.
Besides, you like to fail,
wash.
Which is what you did. Oh, a complete wash. Whoa. Alrighty then. Alright, so Ivar goes there.
I have this picture in my mind of me leaping off of a rock and just grazing over the top of his head, hitting the dirt and digging in with all 4 paws and spinning 180 degrees and now facing him.
Yeah, and that shield that he has, you had like one of your like claws just kind of raked across it. So all right. Sven, what you gonna do?
Alright, Sven is rushing in.
Mm-hmm.
While he was running, he had already pulled out his 2 hand axes.
All right.
His belt. So he's wielding his 2 hand axes and going for, of course, Sir Robert.
Oh, alrighty then.
Revenge!
He's like, wait a second.
You're a dick!
Well, yes.
I'm real mad.
Why is this?
Vengeance is mine. Ha
I hate you. You grounded me.
Knight Templar should have more than just a Knight Templar Nemesis should have more than just 1 strain or 4 strain. Let's do more, a little more than that. How about that?
Say 14.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Somebody fat fingered a strain.
They sure the hell's did.
Somebody Chris Fungered a string.
I've Chris Fungered the stats on this guy. All right, so Stefan, you're gonna get 4 melee defense because he has a silver defensive sword and a shield.
What the fuck?
All right.
And he's just that
4?
badass. And he's adversary 2.
You said 4?
Yeah.
Melee defense 4.
Yeah. Defensive
Holy
2.
sheep shit.
All right, fine. And his axe is an inaccurate one, so it's another
Oh my
setback
gosh.
dice.
Perfect. That looks great to me.
Fine. Let me just check something here real quick. He's doing dual wielder. Come on, there you go. 2 axes. Where's the darn thing? Oh, come on, yo, darn thing. Yeah, I'll suffer a strain and down upgrade the difficulty. No, defensive stance. That's defensive stance. Sorry.
Did you say down upgrade?
He did.
It's a downgrade?
Downgrade, upgrade. No. I'll decrease the difficulty of my next combat check. So basically, well, I would upgrade to an additional purple, but that dual wielder reduces it again, so it's still 2 red.
3 strain.
And yeah, still all right. So that's so I'll do that, and I'll spend a story point because this is my enemy. I mean, this is
He's there, yeah. Focusing all your revenge on this guy, yo.
Yeah, but it's also part of his fear. He secretly fears it, so I'll add an extra setback dice.
Holy
Perfect.
crap.
That sounds good to me. If you want to continue to do that, that's great.
All right.
Don't forget to
I'll
upgrade
roll
your
it.
check. Don't forget to upgrade your check.
I did.
Or you did already. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Instead of two purple, it's 2 red, right?
Yep. And how about your side?
I spent the hero point, so upgrade. There you go.
Story point, not hero point. This isn't like Hero Realm.
Sorry.
Rune Wars or whatever.
Story point, but I'm a hero, so there you go.
You are. You're a big damn hero there, Stefan. Are you a drunk big damn hero, though? You sounded pretty good. Not needing to herd you. Oh, shit.
So I swing with the axe, unfortunately, and miss, just glancing off the shield.
So at the last moment, so you're coming in, you're just kind of coming in from the side, just kind of coming in, and you're just getting ready to just come do one of these, and you're like, oh, I totally got this, and then Sir Robert just goes, and he just, this big, large shield just takes both of your axes, and he wrenches one out of your hand for the 3 strain. One just goes flying.
3 threat.
Right.
Well, 3
threat.
The 3 threat, yep. Just one of your axes just goes flying there.
He outreaches his left hand and he places it on your forehead. And you swing wildly.
And you hear him yell. You hear him yell, "Heretic! Heretic! It's heresy!"
Heresy! Playing Warhammer now?
Yeah.
Heresy!
Okay, you guys did get that reference. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's you, Ant, if you're listening to this.
That's it.
Okay, so silvered light spear on this, not Sven, Ivar.
Ivar.
So that Templar, he's gonna do that light spear.
Ivar's Austrian accent is so thick you can hear it when he burps.
That's perfect. So I need to double check the stats. I might have fat fingered their stats too. Templars.
No.
Templars are given light spears.
44.
They're given.
Oh, Oh, no, never mind.
It's not damage 44? Perfect. Melee light,
Nope,
melee light. That's great. The Templars are given melee heavy, but no heavy weapons.
Wait. Chris?
Yeah.
Before you go, could I use my Lilith's favor, my natural and talent and reroll my melee light?
Sure. Go for it. While I give these guys 2 ranks in melee light instead of no ranks in melee light. By the way, Guillaume, I'm going to be bringing that up in our interview in a couple weeks, in a month. Asking why, if there was a decision that was made, probably Fat figured it. Chris fingered that in the book.
There we go. So the same roll. I'll re-roll it and see.
Oh!
All right.
Even better.
So one failure,
Stefan.
a threat, and a despair.
Failure, a threat, and a despair.
Okay.
So a little less threat, but still a despair.
So
instead of the axe going wide, it's totally destroyed.
So what happens is no. What happens is this. He's actually going to he blocks both axes, and you're up like this, right? And he kind of pulls it up, and he takes his silvered sword and just runs it across the inside of your arm. So you have the silvered. He's just going to apply the silvered thing. So at the start of your next turn, I think you take 2. You're going to be taking 2 wounds every turn.
I just read the natural. No, natural is fine. Okay, fine. No.
You can spend 2 advantage on the check to inflict damage over time. Basically, that's what he's doing for my despair, and it's going to be 2 wounds at the start of your turn.
All right.
Alrighty then. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's going to hurt. You didn't use that earlier, did you? To re-roll your skill check? Okay.
No, I didn't.
You were considering that. Okay. All right.
I was considering it, but then never.
So back to the Templar on Ivar. So we're going to do this again. Let's do that. That's better. And he's going to aim at you. Do you want to do anything to that?
No, because we only have 1 fucking story point left.
So?
Then I'll upgrade.
Hold on.
It's not a campaign.
It's a frickin' werewolf.
Yeah.
It's a frickin' wolf coming at me. No! So go ahead.
Oh, so for the folks that can't actually see what my login name is, in the chat box it says a player story point has been spent or has been used by Finding the Narrative Blows for a character Ivar the werewolf.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that. Here's the attack on your character. Oh my gosh! 3 successes and
crit 4. 3 advantage and it's crit 4. Thankfully, I don't get a crit.
That's true. However, I am going to activate the silvered quality. So you're going to take 2 damage over time too. Man, we might have a total party kill here. Yay!
So damage 10. I have a soak of that. Soak goes up by 1, so I have a soak of 4. So 6 damage. And Ivar grabs his knee, and he is like Peter Griffin in his front yard.
That's okay.
Right.
While Jamie is
see a dog do that.
Nice.
Nice.
And while Jamie logged on to Fantasy Ground as FTN Blows, I logged on as Sven the Slut.
Nice.
There you are.
All right. So Templar, the second Templar is going to move in on what do you call it? Yuntara. So Yuntara's got a couple of Templars on him now. He moves. He's going to aim, but he does take the strain / wounds because he's a rival to do that. And I will spend a story point to maybe activate silver on you as well. That look good? Do you have any defense?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I had defense, but I don't know what from.
Probably not. I think it might have been from your sword, I think. But you're
No, I don't have a sword. I don't know what the fuck
So
I got
9
defense from, so I'm going to get rid of it.
9
So I got a
damage.
dagger in hand. I'll parry it.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So
So 9
None.
damage coming in your way. So none. All right. And then that is the. Then we go to the top. Wait a second. Now, do I have to click on something here? Oh,
You
I
didn't
do.
use it down.
I didn't use the down arrow, did I?
Nope. So you're hit the there's a refresh button, or start over button or something like that.
There we
new
go.
round.
New round. There we go. All right. So we have Sir Robert and the constable going at each other. We'll have the constable go first this time. On Sir Robert. Sir Robert. Sir Robert. He's going to strain himself out. Why not? I'll spend a story point.
There we go.
That'll put one over to your side. Oh, and he doesn't hit Sir Robert at all. But he's going to actually have Sir Robert take a setback die.
Oh, and you
To
forgot
his
to
check.
upgrade the difficulty for Sir Robert as an adversary, too.
You're right. Let's roll those two. So,
We've
yeah, so
canceled
we
the two
actually, so
advantage.
Sir Robert will take one strain
There you
for
go.
that. Okay. And then Sir Robert, seeing that his, let's see here. So he'll probably go after, he's going to have to kill the werewolf, it would seem. Okay. We'll upgrade that once. He's going to aim at it. Oh, and he gets a friggin' despair, too. Oh, the werewolf.
Nice.
Okay, so what happens is this. He's going to kill this guy because the guy only has like 3 wounds left, and he did enough to kill him.
But the silver weapon.
So
breaks.
yeah, so what happens is the silver sword that he's got is it just gets ripped out of his hand, and this big werewolf is on top of it, and just gets wrenched out of his hand. And he does have a sword in his belt, but he's just has a spear out or a sword out right now, or not just a shield out right now. So his silvered sword is underneath a big dead werewolf.
Okay.
All right, so that was him,
That was.
and then the constable. All right, next player slot.
Go ahead, Tony.
All right.
Yuntara.
Yutara's first action will be to speed draw his spear.
Nice.
And then he's going to increase his strength with his vampiric blood,
Nice.
channeling it into his strength for a maneuver. Blood potency.
Cool. Awesome.
That costs me 1 strain as a maneuver.
Yep.
So my brawn then becomes 5.
Mm-hmm.
And spear damage will increase by 1. But that's it's neither here nor there. And I'll rip into the first guard in front of me with my spear. So I have 2 melee, 2 purple dice for melee. Does he have any defense?
They do have, let's see. The light spear gives them defense, and the sword does. Yeah, so whichever one you're hitting, one of them has a spear, one of them has a regular sword out. The original, are you hitting the original one you hit? They both
Yep.
have defense 1, so yep.
My
That'll
the first one that I
you-
stabbed in the back with the dagger
Yep.
that turned around on me with his spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that spear? This is small. How about this one? And I whip it out.
Yeah, well, yeah, he just has the one you hit. He just has his sword. The other guy
he
has
just
a
has-
little spear. Yeah, who's on you
Okay,
as
other
well.
way.
But
It's the one with the sword then.
yep,
The one that I stabbed. I want to
There you
take,
go.
knock one of my foes out.
go
So,
for it. All right.
so yeah, that's
Nice work.
there's my check thus far.
Looks good to me.
Both maneuvers used, so I'm good.
All right. Oh my gosh.
It's just 3 advantage, so my swing out with the spear and sends his little spear, or his little sword,
just
careening out of his hands with 3 advantage.
Yowzers. Okay then. Okay. Perfect. So that would be Yantara goes. And he sees that, and his eyes kind of go wide, knowing now he's like freaking weaponless. So he's going to bend down, because, he just kind of dropped them at his side, right? And he moved over. He's just going to pick up the spear that he dropped, and then he's going to try and attack you with it this turn. So no aiming or anything. You have any defense?
Nope. The big spear don't give you defense. Apparently only the little one.
Gotcha. Okay. Does that look good to you?
No. I do have a big spear that just came across in his face, and
yeah.
So, since it's in the way, I'm going to spend a story point to say that my big spear is out there in the way.
Cool. All right. So here we go. Gonna attack you with that. Oh yeah. He gets his 4 advantage. Which I'm gonna say he's gonna pass a boost die on to his buddy. So he hits your spear, just like he kind of leaves you a nice wide opening. So he's gonna pass 2 boost die to his buddy, who's gonna come in next to you. Okay, and then you guys. So we got 2 player slots. Who wants to go?
Go ahead, Stefan.
All right.
Sven.
Sven is facing, of course, Sir Robert.
Yep. Now he's facing you.
Yeah. One axe only in his hand.
Okay.
So he's going to use a couple of his talents there.
Okay.
Dark Utterance. Have to make an average witchcraft check to get a weak empathic link to him.
Okay. That's a maneuver, right? To do that, or
that's a maneuver.
Got it. Or is that an incidental? I didn't give you the.
That's a maneuver because I've got improved Dark Utterance.
Okay.
That reduces it to maneuver.
Got it.
So let me just do a quick witchcraft check to.
So this Dark Utterance talent, if you're new to the Inquisition setting, to cast witchcraft on anybody, you need a focus, like a link to them, and this empath and this Dark Utterance allows Sven here to now cast, if he makes this, to cast witchcraft spells on folks.
That's it. And I would maybe invoke his desire for vengeance on Sir Robert, maybe to get a boost die on him.
Sure. I'm good with that. Or is our desires stronger than fears? No, it's the other way. Or strength? No, it's the other way around, isn't it? I would have given you...
Not sure.
Yeah, you know what? Take a second one. Because you have vengeance, and I think you have a couple of motivations linked to this guy. Pretty much. This is the shit, man.
Well, in this case, maybe his strength also. I fight to control the evil within me, but hurt those I love, which would be his niece.
That one. And
I will let it out.
Now you're letting it out. So another boost die. He only has a shield out, so he's only going to get 2 melee defense. Oh no!
Well, this
3.
is just to get the Dark Utterance to get the weak.
Oh, you're right. Go for it.
So it's not even an attack yet. So let's go.
Oh,
no success though, but 2 advantage.
Ugh.
So I don't get the weak link on him.
Nope.
This is the round for advantage.
Yeah,
it is.
I do have an advantage, so maybe just simply a boost die on my next action on myself.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Still have a bit of a strength on him. So now I use Lilith's favor to basically spend a story point and perform a magic action as a maneuver. So I'll be taking 2 strain as a maneuver, as a second maneuver.
Okay.
And perform a curse on him.
Well, you don't have a link on him yet. You needed that Dark Utterance to succeed.
Damn, right. Never mind then.
You could try it again.
I could.
Right?
May as well. So
right away.
Yeah. Could I? Yeah, I'll spend a story point.
To increase
sorry, I didn't mean to spend a story point there. Just
okay.
Use the Dark Utterance again as a maneuver.
Yeah, you'll just take 2 strain for it. Now you did take your 2 wounds for being affected by silvered, right? At the top of your turn?
I did.
Cool.
I did.
Alrighty.
So where's my come on, skills. There we go. For witchcraft, go back to the same skill. Come on, there we go. And the same thing. So see if I can finally get it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
There we go. So I got the link.
Why don't you take for that threat? Why don't you take 1 extra strain on that? Because it
makes a strain. That makes some sense. All right. So now
you want to curse him.
Now I want to curse him. Okay. Curse his ass. So there we go.
Curse goes against. I think curse will go against his.
It's an average
discipline
check by basic.
No, it'll go by his discipline, I believe. Let's see here.
I want to hex him too, so that would be a basic 3 difficulty.
Okay. Let me see. So this is curse?
Yeah.
Curse will be opposed by his discipline. So his discipline is going to be 3 will. So it's going to be 3 red and a purple.
Jesus Christ.
And then upgraded 1 more time. Because
fuck. 4 red.
Dark utterance, yeah.
So 4 reds.
Love you, Ant.
No, you gotta add a couple more purple to that.
Yeah.
No, it's good. 4 red is just fine.
4 red. All right. Nothing else. I can't spend a story point because I already did on the.
I won't apply his adversary talent to that.
Why the fuck not?
I could make it 5 red. Sorry, adversary.
Right. Why not?
Why
Wouldn't
not?
it just be an additional purple?
No, it's twice. Adversary 2.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yep.
Yeah. So a purple, then upgrade that to a red.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. So I don't have anything else. So let's go.
Let's tell it. Oh, it was 2 yellow and a green versus 5 red.
Oh, but he fucking succeeded.
I still managed to succeed with 3 threat, though.
All right. So what does curse do?
So with the curse, let's see, where was it? The effect. Where was my PDF there? I wanted to do with, I said the hex. Yeah, hex. So if the target makes a check that generates at least 1 threat, he adds an additional threat. So as dark energy sort of surrounds him. That's just as a maneuver I was able to do that spell. Then
Wait a second.
Just swing my axe.
No, you've already done. No. You could take that as an action, but that's it. You only get 2 maneuvers a turn, and you've already spent those. You're good.
Right.
I think your action economy has been spent, if you will. Now, is that threat generating a threat, an additional threat, a extra effect that you put on the spell?
Yeah.
What is that? What is that extra effect? What is that extra effect called?
Hexed.
Okay. I'm going to spend the 3 threat, which that hexed effect does not happen.
Okay.
So it makes it a little less
just gets the basic effect of until the next turn. End of his next turn decreases the ability.
Decreases so he's cursed. Cool. Alrighty then. Perfect. All right, Ivar.
All right.
Okay, so Ivar jumping over the top of this Templar, spinning a 180, digging his claws into the dirt and leaving these plow marks, gets stabbed by this silver spear. Now, rules question: does that additional 2 damage bypass soak happen right now?
At the top of your turn, you'll take 2 damage. Yep. So it happens
soak
right
does
now.
Not apply.
No. It's like you take 2 damage.
Okay, so Ivar is just bleeding out of his chest from this thing.
Nice.
And everybody around him just hears this wonderful sound. He is pissed off.
Nice.
And lunges in at the same Templar. Using his claws, he's going to try to change his face
into something different. Nice.
I'll spend 2 strain to double aim. I'm going to spend a story point to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he's got a defensive 1?
Defensive 1.
Okay.
So this guy has a shield and spear. Oh, sorry, defensive 2. Sorry.
Okay. Are you good with that pool?
No, I'm going to spend a story point here.
Okay, so we're looking at 2 yellow, a green, a red, a purple, 2 blue, and 2 black. This ought to be fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
Ivar is not happy. Here's my boost dice justification for an additional one. Ivar wants to just murder all of these things because of what they do. And he is looked at as an enemy, even though he does do good for people.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So they need to absolutely fucking perish.
Yeah, they do.
Let's roll this shit.
Oh my god! Another wash!
Jamie, you're so clean. You keep washing yourself.
That's great. All right. Well, yeah, he's going to say he's gonna come back on you. Do it again.
All that build up for a fucking. I can't even get a wet dream out of this.
Nope.
Welcome to the show.
How's that look for you?
Fuck you! I'm upgrading your shit. Spending the story point.
I will do that. There we go. So he takes his swing back and totally misses you as well. Just kind of, advantage. He's gonna with 4 advantage. He's gonna knock you prone. On his
bastard.
Next one. Yeah, I mean he tries to like thrust at you, but you kind of hit his shield, and he just kind of deflects you and just shoves you onto the ground, and you kind of go prone on the ground there. Wow. All right,
you said he thrusted at me. I was saying I clenched my butthole.
Nice. Okay, that was Templar 1. So then Templar 2 on Yuntara will go. And he will take his maneuver to aim at you. And I think... Does he get a boost die from his buddy? I think he did. Right?
Oh.
I thought he did. I forgot to put in a combat tracker.
He got 2 boost dice from his buddy.
He did? Okay. And then, how's that look? You want me to upgrade that, or... Because that's 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 purple, 3 blues.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Totally missed you. Got a triumph, though.
And 5 advantage.
5 advantage and a triumph.
5 advantage and a triumph. Jesus. So, I think what's gonna happen here is you kind of block you put 2 hands up and block with your spear, and it's gonna take 1 level of quote unquote damage with that triumph, and 1 hand slips out. Now this isn't a sundering weapon, so I think I'm gonna spend all of this to do that 1 level of damage to your spear, and then yeah.
Alright.
That works. Okay, so now we go to the top. And then I gotta get rid of one of those slots up there. Because witchamjiggy. Okay, so Robert Wilmington is going to attack his nemesis with the sword. Mr. Sven. And I think the sword is defensive, but he's going to aim at you.
Sven has 2 defense, melee defense.
2 defense? Okay.
Yep. All
right. And I'm going to upgrade this too. All right. How's that look?
Well, maybe a chance for despair. He's wearing.
Of course.
That looks like a giant fucking dice pool. That's how that works.
Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. Holy shit! And he's gonna spend 3 strain as well to activate Justice of the Creator. Once per round, a Knight Templar may suffer 3 strain to add 3 damage to heretics. You heretic! So that's going to be 11 damage. And he's going to crit you.
Alright, well, 11 damage, minus 6 for his crit, for his soak, it's 5.
Alright, I'm going to drop a personal critical on Sven. Upgraded once, because I did the, because I activated crit twice, so it's going to be plus, that's why it's plus 10. A discouraging wound. What's a discouraging wound there, Tony? A 30.
Move 1 player pool story point to the Game Master pool.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Nice.
Or reverse if it's an NPC. So.
Yeah, so I took your last story point there. Woohoo! All right.
You bastard.
Go, Robert. Go, Robert. Go, bad guys. What the hell happened? That's weird. All right. Next player.
You want to go this time there, Wolf Boy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why? So I can fucking punch?
Or do you want the duel of the fates here with the Wilmington? Go ahead there, Witch Doctor.
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah, you guys go ahead, because I'm just going to punch myself in the dick again and just get a wash.
So you want me to go there?
Yep. Go on, Sven.
All right, may as well. He's already got the axe out. He's going to just swing it at Robert's face. Oh boy.
All right.
It's already engaged, so aim twice. He's got how much defense? 4?
He's got 4.
Fucking ridiculous.
I know. And then adversary 2.
Adversary 2, yeah.
There we go.
And I'll spend. Yeah, go ahead. Upgrade. I'll upgrade that. Add another one. There it is.
Oh, I cannot. I can't upgrade because
Let's put it this way, Stefan would have had to have purchased at least 2 dice sets for this pool.
Probably a yellow, 3 green, 2 blue.
Luckily I have bought 4 sets.
4 setback, 2 challenge dice, and a difficulty die. Nice big rainbow pool.
All right, so
rainbow pool.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god!
There we go. So 2 failures. So I swing wild and just hit his shield. 2 advantages though, and a despair.
Okay.
Yeah, there ain't no triumph in that shit.
Yeah.
No,
You almost said
despair.
triumph.
So you do take the two from the silver, but that wears off after 2 rounds. That ongoing damage. However, that hand axe, he just crushes it.
Yeah,
and that's
fine.
Pretty much destroyed, I think.
Yeah. And,
or no, he just hits that wide as well. So that's kind of well out of your reach.
Yeah. I will though, since he's distracted and focused on me, I'll just hand a boost die to the next player.
All right. Okay. So we are going to go Templar on the what do you call it? On the vampire here.
Bring it.
What does he have in his hand? I can't remember. This guy he picked up his light spear. But that's it.
They're both spear wielding.
They're both spear wielding. He doesn't have his. You know what? He's actually going to pick up his shield too. So on this turn, so he's not going to aim. How's that look?
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay. Let's see. We'll do that. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I'll parry.
You're going to parry.
Not take a wound.
Not take a wound?
Yep. Yep, it's 3 strain.
Okay.
And I will parry with 2 ranks. It means I'm going to parry 5, soak of 6. That's stopping 11 damage. He did 10. So
good lord, that's great.
Fuck, dude.
That's great, man. All right, and then maybe you go now, or somebody else. 2 players.
Oh yeah, nope.
I'm going
to go. So he lunged at me with that spear.
Yep,
right.
He did.
And at the last second, my spear just kind of drops to the ground as I use my vampiric speed to whip around behind him.
Okay, I like that.
So I sidestep the attack. My spear just falls to the ground. It's kind of a I was there, now I'm not.
Yep.
Then I whip in behind him, grab on the back of his neck, and bite.
Oh, awesome!
You get a boost die from me.
Yeah. Go ahead and take another boost dice for coolness, man. That's freaking awesome. I like that.
I am spending a story point to upgrade my check, and I'm assuming since I'm attacking him from behind,
I'm not going to give him defense. I'm not going to give him his shield or the spear. Nope, go for it.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense to me. And no, I'm gonna upgrade.
Okay. There we go.
Because he could bite armor instead and break a tooth.
And making sure this is 100% done, because last time I forgot my accuracy die, and it's all there. So vampiric speed lets me use perform a maneuver as an incidental, and
you get to do 2
vampiric
maneuvers.
speed.
2 maneuvers with no strain, basically, right?
Yeah, so I'll aim this also.
Okay.
Whoosh.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so that's going to be
you could crit.
10 wounds.
Yep.
I'm going to... Oh, I already spent a story point. Damn it.
10 wounds. He soaks 6. But you hit him in the neck, though. You know what? I'll... If you wanted to do 2 more wounds, you could take 2 advantage off of that and ignore his armor and take just right on the neck. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Pierce 2.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. Okay, got it. So that's
10 damage, Pierce 2.
Okay, so he's going to soak 4, so that's going to be 6.
And that heals all my strain.
Alrighty then. Yeah. That happens. Okay, and the 4 advantage... You going to crit
4
with
advantage, the other guy sees this. I'm looking him right in the eye, my glowing red vampire eyes at the other guy because they were flanking me.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking directly at him, grinning while doing this. He gets 2 setback dice.
Oh, love it. Well done, sir. Well done. Ivar!
Well, since I can't seem to do shit to this Templar, and he has a defense of 2, right?
He does.
I forgot to have my additional boost die for accurate 1 with my claws last time, so I'm going to double aim.
Okay. Go ahead and upgrade that.
I'm going to also spend a story point.
Yep.
So spend a 2 strain on that, and I'm going to take the additional 2 damage, which is the last round of taking the bleed out damage from the silver.
Okay.
So I cursed myself by trying to look up cool YouTube wolf sounds. So this time, before I roll, we're going to go, and I roll, and lo and behold,
you hit it.
Look at that. See? Try to do something goofy and suddenly succeed.
Exactly.
All right.
That's got Pierce 1 on it, Chris.
It's got Pierce 1. Okay, so also 5 of the 9.
4 successes and 1 threat for the listeners.
Yeah. And lo and behold, the goofy worked.
That's great. And he's gonna come back at you with the what the hell is that? So spear.
What do you want for the threat?
For the threat, I'd like you to have you take a strain on that because your tooth kind of gets caught in his his armor. His armor there. Yeah, they're wearing these guys are wearing chainmail. Yep.
My toothus.
And you pull it. Your tooth gets pulled out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And he's gonna aim once.
Damn!
With
I
that.
chipped the nail.
And I'm gonna upgrade this because I want to be able to crit the wolfie boy. Are you good with that pool there, Jamie?
No, upgrade that shit.
All right. Oh, and good thing you did, because I got a despair.
But
There we go.
That takes me at -4.
Okay, so that's 10 damage. Okay. So that takes you down. And I'm actually going to say that when you're leaping on him. You know what? We'll do this. You're leaping on him, and as you're doing that, he kind of thrusts up into you, and your unconscious body just kind of now has him pinned underneath his shield, and he's pretty much going to be out of the fight for a while, I think. So, okay.
Was that the despair? He's
That's
pinned
the despair.
The
That's the
unconscious
despair.
werewolf.
Pretty much. This big, huge werewolf is just on him. He got knocked back, and the spear is stuck in the werewolf, so he can't get that out. And his arm and everything is just pinned underneath the shield because he was raising it up. So, and then on you there, Tony. Yuntara, sorry. Yuntara. And you said he's going to get 2 setback dice, right?
Yep. Watching me just rip the throat out of his friend.
Nice. Nice. I'm going to upgrade this. Try to take you guys down. All right. How's that look?
Bring it.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, totally fails. But with the 4 advantage, so he comes in, and you actually have to let go of this guy, and he's now standing over your spear.
Okay.
So he's kind of straddling your spear. You kind of had to let go of this guy, and you moved off to the side. All right.
Right.
So, all right. We're going to say Mr. Wilmington, Sir Robert, going after his nemesis, who is now unarmed, right? You don't have anything in your hand, do you?
Just shield.
Just your shield, all right. And that's 2?
1 defense.
1 defense, okay. He's going to aim at you.
But I will spend a story point to upgrade it because,
Okay.
Nemesis.
Because Nemesis. And I'm going to upgrade as well because Nemesis. All right, here we go. Okay. That's going to be... Ooh. That's going to be 10 damage. And I think
remove...
It's 3 successes, 3 advantage on that roll, by the way.
Yep, 3 advantage. Thanks, Tony. 3 successes, 3 advantage.
So much for my hex.
Oh, I forgot to get rid of it. What was that last die?
Well, it removes the green dice.
So you'll do it's 9 damage, 9 damage, and only 2. Yeah, so only 2 successes and 2 advantage.
It will remove it will remove a success and advantage.
Yep. So 2 and 2, which I'll do 9 damage to you. So soak that, and then I'm going to apply another crit to you.
9 damage minus 6. That's 3.
I'm going to crit my nemesis. Should add 10 to this. It did. Ooh, 52!
Yeah.
Sven the Warlock has gained the fearsome wound. Oh,
yeah. Target increases the difficulty of all presence and willpower checks until healed. Oh well.
Okay. Woes. Okay. And then next player.
It ain't me.
I'll go next.
All right,
go right ahead.
I'll go and take a maneuver, draw a sword.
So you now, when you reach your wound threshold, right? You go back to your human form, or no? I can't remember. Look at the werewolf talent. See, read it and see. I think I put all the text in there for that. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Stefan. So go for it. Okay, so he's not going to get 4. He doesn't have 4 defense because he Well, he does have. Oh yeah, you're right. He does have 4 defense.
Okay. So
sorry about that.
Usually 2 difficulty, but upgraded for adversary, right?
Yep.
All right.
And what are you doing?
I'm a melee attack. I took a maneuver to
draw your sword.
Draw a sword.
Nice.
And so he's got that, and I'll spend my extra maneuver to aim.
Okay.
And just trying again to just try and attack his foe. I don't have any other advantages, no other talents, unless I spend lots of advantages. All right, so I've already spent. Did I spend a story point? No, I didn't. Did I?
No.
No. All right, so I will again because of Nemesis.
Because Nemesis.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that looks good to you?
That looks good to me.
All right, so there we go. And
oh my gosh!
Well, I did succeed in hitting him.
Yep.
So 3 successes.
Any pierce on that sword?
Pierce 2. Sorry.
Pierce 2 negates his. So he's going to soak 4 of that. Mm-hmm. So he's going to take 6, but he's going to parry 4 of that. So he's still going to. So he's going to take 2 wounds. Mm-hmm. The first 2 that he's taken, and he has to take 3 strain to do it. Mm-hmm. However,
yeah, and despair.
Because of the despair. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't have improved parry. I can't do it. Because of the despair. Let's see here. We're going to you get nicked by his he doesn't have the silver sword in his hand.
Nope, that's gone.
I'm going to hold on to that for a moment.
All right.
And to answer your question, Chris.
Oh, yes.
I think what you're thinking of was lunacy. If I'm in human form and I take 4 strain at once, I would automatically change into a werewolf.
Okay, so we're gonna do something when it's your turn. Then we'll do something. Okay, so I actually am gonna spend that despair right now. Your empathic link to him is gone, and the curse pops. So he's no longer cursed.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one of my guys. We'll do the Templar on the vampire who... Actually, we're not going to do that Templar. We're going to do... Yeah, we'll do that Templar. He'll turn around. At that... He dropped one of his weapon, or he dropped his shield, and he just tries to wildly swing around with the spear there, Yuntara, and try and stab you with it. This is the guy you just bit, and I'll give him a setback die. For
the guy I just ripped his throat out of?
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought he was dead.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, he was. Sorry about that. I did not.
Just because you ripped his throat out doesn't mean he's fucking dead, Tony.
I know. Yeah, come on. Jeez,
well, with Pierce 2, he was dead, I thought. Apparently, he's undead now.
Grave Walker.
He's on our side now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Gonna go down to there. Now, that guy goes. Okay. This guy is going to go.
That's the one who just attacked me last time with spear.
Yes.
And missed me, but stepped on my spear to prevent me from getting it.
Correct. So he's kind of hovering over your spear. He's going to aim as well. How's that look?
He's going to upgrade his check.
All right. So we got 2 yellow, 2 green, a red, purple, and a boost die.
Mm-hmm.
which, for some reason, I have a freaking error. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay. Ugh. I need to do that and that. Sorry about that. He's doing that.
Boost die. You're good.
And a boost. All right, there we go. Oh, I had the other guy's check in there. That's what it was. Then I killed him. All right, so he does not get to activate the silver on you, but he does 9 damage, potentially.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll suffer 3 strain and parry it.
Damn.
I still have the dagger.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so... All right, Ivar, you're going to go now. You, because it is the full moon, okay? You're going to change into hybrid form and get back you're going to get back half your wounds for this.
Okay.
To get you back in the fight just because coolness happens and don't want guests to be sitting around for 20 minutes not doing anything. But the thing is, it's a full moon. You get taken down and you just come up and with the fury of the moon.
It's a special hunter's moon.
Everything, special hunter's moon. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a hunter's moon. You just see red. You just see this Templar in front of you, and he's getting ready to... And he's got his back to you, because it looks like he's turning to go stab your buddy.
Okay. So I will try to claw his ass again.
All right.
Double aiming.
Take another boost die, because he's got his back to you. Thought he had finished you, but then he hears as he come back into wolf form.
He's got a defensive 1, right?
Yes, and I am going to upgrade this check.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
And I failed.
Oh my god! No way!
Wow.
Jesus, Tony.
5 advantage.
Or Jamie. Jesus, what do you want to do with the advantage?
For fuck's sake, Daryl.
Do you want to take him down to the ground like you're on top of him, and he's just prone?
For 3,
or all of it.
For 3 advantage, I'll knock him prone and be on top of him, and then pass. I'll recover 1 strain for 1 advantage and pass a boost die to the next person, which is Tony.
Gotcha. All right, Yantara.
Fucking Daryl.
So I got this dagger in hand.
Yep.
And this guy's come at me with a spear, and he's got a shield, and I'm just going to quickly crouch and stab low, hoping to get under and hopefully way under his guard.
Awesome.
I'm going to spend 2 maneuvers to aim for his nether regions.
Ooh, sweet.
Stab low. That's my uncle's name.
We're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna say that will negate his. We'll just say that's gonna negate one of his defenses and do this. Maybe you come in from the spear side, so you're gonna kind of negate his 1 defense from his shield. So he'll just have 1 defense.
No boost dice from the aim then.
It's if you aimed once or you're going with a
double aim.
Double aim
because I have my vampiric speed, so I'm just.
I think that gets rid
twice.
of. I think that gets rid of the two setback dice, right? That you would get for called shot, basically. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what okay.
Works for me.
Bypassing his.
Yep. And why don't you upgrade that check?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then 1 setback die for his what do you call it? 1 setback die for his defense on his spear.
That it?
That looks good to me. Oh,
hey, we actually got success in this fucking combat.
Woohoo!
Okay. And I will be spending a story point for the Lucky Strike.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. Forgot accurate again.
The cigarette hit.
Okay, accurate came up nothing. All right, so it's a total of 3 successes, which would normally be 10 damage, but with my Lucky Strike, that's actually going to be 15 now.
Holy buckets. He'll soak 9 of that. And what does this look like when he goes down? I know you said it was in the junk, but...
So I did this, like I said, I did this lining up an attack, right? I came at him from the side, and I had turned my dagger backwards in my hand. So it's a back swipe, and you just see his entrails all spill out on the ground right through his groin.
Oh, yuck.
And he just falls trying to pick him up.
Nice. Oh, gruesome as hell, man. All right.
Nice.
And then that Templar that you're on top of, with the despair, that pretty much negate, or not the despair, with all that, what do you call it? Your advantage that you spent. He's gonna kind of lose his turn this time because he tries to maneuver out from under you. That's what he does. He kind of tries to roll out from underneath you. So, and stands, and that's about it.
And he goes,
"Oh no!
Your hands are freezing!"
And you still haven't hit this guy, have you?
He
hasn't had any
once, and that was it.
He's the Keystone Cop of freaking werewolves, I'm telling you.
Damn. I mean, because I see he's only got like 2 wounds, so, or whatever it was. All right, Robert.
Yakety sax to play while he's trying to attack people.
Robert is going to try and take down his nemesis here with the sword.
You might.
I might. You're getting close, dude. You're getting close.
Defense, though.
We're going to double aim, so he's going to take even more strain. No, actually, he's going to wait. He's only going to do 1. He's going to take almost all of that. And how much? 2 defense, you said?
2 defense, yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to upgrade this, of course, because Nemesis.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to upgrade it, too, because, Nemesis.
There it is. All right, here we go. All right, so this is a 3 yellow, a green, a red, a purple, a blue, 2 black, 85 oranges, and
it's a rainbow.
It's rainbows.
Rainbow dipole.
Holy shit!
All
right,
there we go. There goes Sven.
Okay,
1 success for advantage and a triumph, and the school.
Yes. So Sven is going to take 8 damage.
7. Yeah.
And I've been forgetting Witchbane this whole frickin' time, which makes it
that's your,
1 crit.
That's your problem.
No, that's okay. I'm going to add 40 to this crit that I'm going to do to you. Let's see. All right, let's go. Well, we got to see if we totally kill him or not, right? All right.
Sure enough.
So that's 40. Because I'm activating the crit with the triumph. Then I'm going to activate it 4 more times with the 4 advantage I just got. So here we go. This should be adding 60 to this.
Plus he's got
You're showing crit too, so shouldn't that just be plus 20%?
Nope. It's okay, Jamie. It's 1 reduced by his Witchbane talent.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. I gotta. All right. So here we go. Sven the Warlock is getting a personal crit of. Oh, and what did I roll? I rolled a fucking 3. 13 plus 60 is 73.
Hamstrung.
Yep.
I lose a free maneuver using this until his critical injury is healed.
Okay, so are you down or no? You're not total. You soaked all that, didn't you?
What was the total damage? Total damage 7.
Total damage was 8.
Okay, so 8 minus 6, that's 2. I'm at 14.
Oh, you're still up. Oh shit, that's cool.
I'm at my threat. I'm at my threshold.
Yes, you are. Which means you're still in the fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to return in kind?
I will try to return in kind in some way. What I will do is first, I want to make him suffer if I can.
All right.
Dark Utterance to try to get a link to him first.
Well, what does hamstring do?
Hamstring removes my free maneuver, so I have to use a
setback.
You have strain.
2 strain to do it. Okay, cool. You're going to try and get your link back to him.
Yep, so an average witchcraft check.
Okay.
Okay, so to get a link, so
Why don't you
just do
upgrade
that.
Why don't you upgrade that once? Because magic and because Nemesis.
All right, that looks good to you. So two yellow, 1 green, a red, and a purple.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So no, so I cannot bewitch him or do anything to him.
Well, you could use your. No, you can't.
Well, not any. No, I cannot use any spells on him. So I will simply swing my sword at him.
All right.
Yeah. So 2 red.
Heretic!
4 black.
Should have done this years ago to you.
And I've already used my new maneuver, so no aiming. But I will spend a story point because, Nemesis.
Because Nemesis. Awesome.
Yep. And roll.
For fuck's sake, dude.
I know.
No successes.
No
This
successes.
is 2 advantage.
Okay.
So I will just, I don't know. I will simply pass along, I'm keeping him busy.
Okay.
Pass along
for your buddies.
Pass along the boost dice to each ally.
Okay.
This is just the advantage generating fucking combat.
Isn't it,
what they
though?
call the blue wave, yeah.
The blue wave. All right, so the Templar on that just rolled away from the freaking werewolf is going to attack him. And he's got to stand. Oh my gosh, why the hell isn't that adding? Oh, that's because I deleted him again. All right, whatever. You're killing my bad guys. All right. And then do you have any defense or anything, or no?
Nope.
Okay. And I'm going to spend a story point here. To upgrade. Do you look good? Does that look good?
Yep, I ain't spending one. There we go.
Oh, there it is. I got a success and a triumph on you. So we are going to do 8 damage. And I will activate that silver quality. So at the beginning of your turn, you'll take 2 wounds.
Which will put me at my wound threshold, so I will go down.
Well,
If
you're not.
at your wound
if you're
threshold,
at,
you
you
don't.
won't. Right. If you're at,
Oh, that's true.
okay.
You have to exceed it.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, can I take the first player spot here?
Go right ahead, my friend.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, I'm attacking this fucker. Here we go. Let's.
All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. Turn that down just a little bit, Jamie.
I fucking give up. I spend a fucking story point, upgrade so that I can get another wash.
Well, that's
I
okay.
double aimed.
Yep, and just upgrade your difficulty there because
There you go.
just because. All right, let's see.
Oh, wait.
Rainbow.
Let's throw another boost die in there because I forgot about accurate. And here we go.
Oh,
I actually got a success.
Success and 4 advantage. Nice.
Okay, so my claws have vicious 1, so I'm adding 10% to a personal critical on that cocksucker, and we got a total of 63, slightly dazed.
Ooh.
Slightly dazed. The target is disoriented until the critical injury is healed. Setback die on all checks.
Yeah, fuck him.
Alrighty then.
Finally, wolf bite.
We'll fight for 6.
werewolf
Sake.
All right.
Or was that a werewolf claw? That was your claws.
It may as well have been my wiener, dude, at this point.
Hybrid form.
I have 4 claws, so you just
that's
fucking
great.
clawed him. Pretty good.
Yeah, you did. Did a little bit of damage. All right.
Pimp slapped.
Young
All right, so
Tara's
I
next.
assume now that the other Templar are not on me. My path to Sir Wilmington from behind is clear.
Yes. Absolutely is.
And how many maneuvers away is he?
You're in short range. This is all. You're not engaged with them, but you're within short range. You're just
So one maneuver.
Yeah, just one maneuver to get to him.
All right. That maneuver will be used to get up behind him and bite him.
You do get a boost die
Awesome.
from me, so.
So you get a boost. Oh, so I'm going to say boost die from Stefan.
Yep.
A boost die. From Sven. A boost die
Sven.
from just hitting him from behind. He will not get his shield defense. So that actually knocks his defense down to 2, so he doesn't get his shield. Adversary
2 purple difficulty with adversary 2. Got that.
Yep. And then upgrade it one more time because, big boss fight. And not your nemesis. Right?
Okay. And then I will spend my vampiric speed maneuver to aim.
Okay.
And
there you go.
Boom. 3 successes
nice.
and 1 advantage. So that's Pierce 2.
Okay.
I'm also going to increase the damage with a lucky strike again. So that's going to be 15 wounds to him.
15
Pierce
wounds.
2.
Ouch.
He's going to spend 3 strain and reduce... Okay, so then do I apply my...
Parrying something from behind?
Coming from... Well, I gave him his sword defense.
Okay. Fair enough.
So it was... He parries with his sword, but he wasn't able to get his...
Shield up to bear.
He's able to knock you off a little bit. I mean, it is... So he takes 4... So you said 15. He's going to... Is any pierce on that? You said pierce 2?
Pierce 2.
11. So he's going to take 7 wounds from that. Nice. Nice.
And...
Okay.
That is... Character makes a successful virtually increase difficulty by 1 to use this talent. Okay, so I can't use that now, but next turn. Go on.
All right.
1 advantage, I will pass a boost die to Sven, encouragingly. As I say, don't play with your food.
Awesome.
I'm not trying to play.
All right. Well,
my ass is being handed to me.
Sir Wilmington needs to take out his nemesis here. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And he's going to aim at you.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment, but I was able to hear you guys. And Tony, I have been to a convention with Stefan twice. Yes, I know exactly how to parry when somebody's coming from behind.
There you go.
Fair
See?
enough.
Yes,
there it is.
Knock away his little sword.
All right.
Yes, yes, he does. But
you're
I'm trying to parry. I have tried to parry his pork sword many times.
Alrighty then. All right, here we go. Here it comes on Sven.
I do sometimes have advantage, though.
Sweet. Holy
sake!
crap!
There you go, Sven.
He's going down. So we're gonna do we're just gonna drop a crit on you.
Yeah, that's fine. How much damage total, though?
Well, 12
Holy
damage.
shit!
12 damage minus 6, that's still 6 points. So that's a total of 20.
Takes 20, okay. And then you're maimed.
Yeah, 105.
105. What is this?
But, yeah. But with
Maimed. One of the target's limbs selected by the GM is permanently lost unless the target has cybernetic blah 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 replacements.
He's slicing. So you try and parry this, and he slices your sword arm off at the elbow.
That's fine. With the through threat, I will allow Ivan. No, not Ivan. Yuntara, since he's right next to it, to perform a free maneuver as an incidental.
Nice. All right.
And,
It's so Ivar.
I already took the next slot.
Yep.
Or give him a boost die instead if it's better.
I've already took the next slot. I'm sick and fucking tired of back and forth with this fucking Templar.
Cool. Upgrade it. I'll use my last story point.
Me too. And I spent one to give you one back.
All right.
I double aimed. Accurate one. I've had it with this fucking thing.
Yes! And a despair.
And a despair. So 7 damage with Pierce 1.
7 damage, Pierce 1, which he'll soak 5 of that. So he's up to there. And with the despair, your so one of your claws, what do you call it, nails from your claws just gets ripped off. So you're gonna have like I don't know, say like 1 less damage now. You do because of the despair.
Damn, and I just had a manicure too.
Instant manicure, there, dude.
I would say, it turns out I was wearing dentures this whole time, and they came out.
There we go.
What do you want to do with your 2 advantage, Jamie?
I will pass a boost die to Yuntara because another boost die has already been passed. Fucking kill this prick.
All right. Okay, this Templar on the wolf, this hybrid-sized wolf now. He's going to do that. He's going to aim at you. Yep. I'm going to spend one of those. You going to spend one back?
Me too.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
I'm dead.
Oh, here we go.
Again.
9 damage. That takes
I'm at 17 of 12.
Oh, and then he'll crit you. We'll drop a crit.
Yeah.
Ivar.
Of course he will.
Of course he'll crit you. Oh my god.
Chris, you forgot that.
Joel.
Okay, you totally forgot to add. And why isn't it adding for the crits he already has?
I don't think I have any other crits.
No, I'm the one who has lots of crits.
Oh, I didn't.
But he should have had one previously for the last time he went below his threshold.
I forgot to put one on him. That's why. So what's 22 then? Instead of sudden jolt, just add 10%. What's
22 is off balance. Add a setback dice to the target's next skill check.
All right.
Let's see. I'm fucking dead, so it's irrelevant.
Dead. All right, and that's what I did. That was him. Yeah! All right, player slots.
Okay. As I said before, I had,
oh, shit.
Yeah, I have that dagger.
Yep.
In my other hand, or in my offhand, and I had bit onto his neck, and he's come around with the sword, but I just reached that dagger around and plunge it into his gut from behind.
Nice. All right.
Because it's facing backwards.
So you're like right inside him now. So right inside his defenses.
I did 80 damage, but look at that. He's actually got a soak of 85.
Oh, yeah.
So base pool is going to be my 5 green for my 5 brawn. 2 red for his 2 melee plus 2 adversary 2. 2 boost dice for my compatriots. 2 maneuvers to aim twice.
Yep.
So total 4 boost dice. And you said 2 setback dice for his defense, correct?
No, I'm saying you're kind of, at this point, you're kind of right inside of his defenses. And he was kind of taking down Witchmajiggy. He took down Sven this turn. So no setback dice in this.
Okay.
Spend a story point, Tony.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, there's a method to his
I'm
madness.
saving it for that lucky strike.
Yeah, he's lucky strike.
I'm also going to... this is a passive ability. Painful blow. Oh, that increases the difficulty. I don't want to increase it. Never mind.
Again, that sounds like the convention with Stefan.
All right. I'm good. Are you, GM?
Stop complaining, Jamie.
I'm good.
Holy shit!
Oh,
there we go.
So, yes, a player story point is spent to increase that damage to 16. So I rolled 4 successes for a total of 11 damage, plus 5 for my brawn of 5. So 16 with 5 advantage.
16 minus 4 is 12. Added to 9 brings him to 3 above his wound threshold.
There we go.
As Sir Robert Wilmington goes down as he's with his guts hanging out in front of him. 5 advantage, Tony. How would you like to end this?
He kills the Templar too.
No, seriously.
So I'd like to I can't do it. Damn it. It's a check. All right. I was going to say.
No. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you saying?
I was thinking with 5 advantage, I'd like to get the ability to turn to the other one and just, with my vampiric power, remove his memories of all that has happened. But
and send him on his way. No. I mean, if you don't want to kill him and end it and just say, leave this place, and just wipe his memory and throw something in there. Absolutely. What would you like to do?
He's just confused about all his memories.
Just confuse the hell out of it.
The wolf, the werewolf, and the Templar killed each other. Go back to your Inquisitor.
Nice. Yeah. So he's like, he kind of gets that.
He's the sole survivor of this encounter.
So he leaves, and with, I think, the healing poultices that you have, can get both of these guys up. And you guys
Sven has a healing elixir.
Slink into the night, if you would like.
Yeah, licking our wounds.
All right. And that was the Save the Witch, Kill the Knight Templar adventure in their Inquisition. Man, that combat went a lot longer than what I thought it would. Holy advantage, Batman.
if Sven can, he'll take like a trophy from Sir Robert's body.
What trophy would that be?
Oh, it could be his sword.
Yeah, you could totally take his sword.
Take the sword.
Silver sword. He has a silver sword? Yep. Totally.
Yep, take it.
It's the Templar sword that he's given. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If Ivar can, he wants to go back to straight wolf form so he can just sit around and lick his balls all day.
Loudly.
Well, you're going to be right at your you're going to be right at your wound threshold at 12 and 12 once you take some healing, and you're good, man. Lick away, buddy. All right, gentlemen. That was
there we go.
That was Inquisition for anybody who would want to do it. What'd you guys think?
That was
well run. Thank you very much, Chris.
Yes, Chris. Thank you.
And
I will say this: the element. We went the opposite tack. The game, the story setting tells you that you should play as the Templar. You should play as the Inquisition. You should play as those people.
Monster hunters.
Yep.
Yes. We went the opposite tack.
We did.
And I believe it was quite fun.
Yeah, we want to explore a bit more of the monstrous monster hunters.
Yep. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this as well. I had a great time.
Yeah, because this allowed us to explore also the vampire, werewolf, and witch talents as well.
Yep.
So for a one shot, it was fine. Had some fun.
Cool.
Had some fun, yeah.
Jamie, what did you think?
I think it was a lot of fun. It's a very intriguing setting. And I also think that was a extremely rare instance of combat in Genesis.
Yeah.
It has been incredibly rare for me to ever come across that little of success and that overkill of advantage in a combat.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I mean, this was a one shot, so it was a nemesis. This was basically boss fight with some dudes, with them. And I wanted it to be a memorable combat here because of the whole Sven, going against his rival here, his nemesis here. So
I was hoping at one point to roll that one of us may roll a triumph or something that would allow us on our side I was thinking having Sven's sister come up into the fight maybe with one of her big battle hammers.
There you go. That could have been
Stefan,
cool.
But it never happened. So
Stefan, I was hoping to roll success in combat, let alone a triumph.
First three rounds, I think, of combat, you were rolling like 85 dice, Jamie, and you
washes. All fucking washes.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Tony, looks like you're going to say something.
That's how it goes.
yeah.
I think we should probably close down this part of the recording and then go over and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, this is Sven, back from the brink of death, and we are wrapping up the show now. And thank you for joining us. And now, Jamie, What did you want to do a shout out about? Yeah.
I will. For Nerds International, I wanted to give a good old shout out to Conrad Erasmus Neubert, who does a blog post called Religiously Odd Spots. It's awesome because, as you can tell by the name, the dude is religious. He is actually is it Lutheran?
Yeah.
Lutheran pastor,
I think so.
A Lutheran pastor, and he's not afraid to use words like shit. Conrad is awesome. He is the moral compass of the Nerds International, and I enjoy his reads. Other than that, if you enjoy listening to the wonderfully dulcet tones of Tony and Chris, make sure you come over to the Brewery where we are doing live plays, and they are typically on those all the time. You can find that on YouTube, which you will find in the MeWe Nerds International group.
Yep, so you can reach us over there, also at Finding the Narrative on MeWe. You can contact us, email findingthenarrativepodcast@gmail.com. Tell us we're horrible role players.
You're horrible role players.
No, tell us over there, not here. And then you can get a hold of Stefan and I on Finding the Narrative on Facebook, or talk to Stefan privately. That's right. All alone, by yourself, at FTN_Genesys on Twitter.
And it's only $9.99 a minute.
Operator standing by, social distancing.
Oh, wow.
This is Tony saying, let's tell a story, spend some story points.
This is Stefan saying, and don't forget to ask for those boost dice.
And this is Chris saying, remember the rule of cool, always invite Jamie to your games because he fails and only rolls advantage. But mainly have fun, everybody. Night-night.
Good night.
Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast, is not affiliated with or endorsed by any companies mentioned on this show. Any of the products mentioned on our show or appear on our website are the property and copyright of their respected owners. All items are used under fair use and educational and review purposes. All other items are the intellectual property of Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast. Copyright 2020, all rights reserved.